it's disappointing to me, and it's sad, but at the same time, it just, once again, all the detractors, they said this was going to happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
No, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drink your gin. Drink your gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drink your gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WB champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
Stop being a fucking victim.
Turn off.
You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
You're still on mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money, begging, and people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He's not genuine. He is not honest. He's a scammer. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil.
I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
Alright, I'm done. I'm done.
I understand everything now. I know why there's this hate wave on him, and it's been on him for years. It's because of this bullshit.
Meerkat Mall.
Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level 1. Level 1. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children.
When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big ups to your head, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person.
What is up, everybody? I suck. Like, I don't even know what to say. I just suck. I swear to God I set this for 9:45. I'm terrible. Yes, scrolling text, such robust editing. Oh my gosh, where did I put that? Like, I come back, I get my soundboard, and and I forget where all my shit is. It fucking sucks, man. Now, before we get actually too far into this, upper left-hand corner, 153. Come on. I know you want an increment. Oh, maybe you don't because I didn't click correctly. Let's try that one more time. 153, 154, 155. That takes care of the 2 streams while I was in the Middle East because I streamed twice when I was in the Middle East and I didn't have this available and for anything. So I suck. Yeah, YouTube's fault. Idiot YouTube, they're detractors, you guys, don't you know? But yeah, that brings us back to 155. But since I started streaming today, hey, guess what? That makes it 156. And of course, by law, blood for the blood god! There we go. We have actually done the necessary things. Although technically, I guess I should fire it off twice more. But you know, I'm not such a stickler in that regard. I guess I'm not on the tism spectrum there. I guess I just could let it go. Yeah. Anyway, there is something that I did want to check, and yeah, it's not popping here either. So guess what? I don't know why it's happened, but it appears that my Stream Elements shenanigans is shut off for some reason. Streamlabs is shut off, so I don't know why. I'm just stupid, and yeah, that kind of sucks. So that's something I'm gonna have to look into. I apologize for all the people out there that, like, you know, to do the redeems and stuff like that. It appears to not be. No, it was Soulblade Hero. Not a brag. That was for work. It was the most miserable flights you could ever hope to have. Trust me, if I was traveling for funsies to the Middle East, I would find a way to get up into business class. There was no fun to be had there at all. It was. Oh, that could be why. I wonder if that's why. Well, I just activated CloudBot. Apparently, I had toggled it off. I don't know why, but I did. So there you go. I toggled it back on. So hopefully it works now. I don't know if it does, but Vanguard Teen, nice. 10 months as a gym rat. Big broside Phil. 10 months of going strong. How was your trip to the Middle East? And also, oh boy, yesterday Phil was bitching and doom. Wait till you see. That is on the agenda, children. And Mars Champ has been a member as well for 10 months as a gym newbie. I was telling this in Discord, which, by the way, Discord's linked in the description of this video if you're not a member of that and you want to take a look around and say, hey, howdy ho. I was talking in general. I want to get into some API calls. And I want to go ahead and stream like his, you know how his scoreboard, all it does is tell you that this was the last person that gave him money, or this is the last person that gave him memberships, and all that shit. I since I have 3 membership tiers, I figured I could do large font, medium font, small font, but I could like actually have all the members streaming across. I thought that might be nifty. Might look into it. APIs are looking kind of robust in terms of like difficulty, but yeah, and Internet Hazmat Crew. Yeah, it's a text element he manually updates. I don't want to do that. I knew that I could. All I had to do was go out and just get the list. But if you know, somebody dropped a member bomb or became a member themselves, I didn't want them to be neglected the entirety of the stream. I wanted it to, you know, auto update. So I'm looking at that. Yes, it's the Discord where all the detractors secretly plan their secret plans, TrueMG. It's obviously very hidden. There's definitely no way it's an open link in the description. It's not a chance in hell. Just no way. Now, that being said, big ups. I've got really like not a structured agenda today, correct? No, I don't. I don't have anything like structured wise. What I have is a couple of DSP tries from Memology in reference to some stuff that I haven't seen. Apparently there was a DSP chat civil war about donors being mentally disabled. I don't think I covered that when I was in the Middle East, and I don't know how I missed it. I've been busy. incredibly busy. Holy fuck, the amount of shit that I'm learning. Being they don't call it product owner anymore. Now it's technical product manager. It's not a product owner. Apparently that was, I don't know, too aggressive. Fuck, I don't give a shit. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I got. I've got Memology on deck. It's from 8 days ago, and somehow I missed this. I don't know how. Q&A, aka just dead air till money comes in. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Actually, this is Q&A that I'm doing to like make it awkward and stuff. I got nothing, man. I don't know. I had a 1 a.m. call today, so I was up at 10 p.m. and I feel drained a touch. So I'm doing my damnedest to power through, correct? And yeah. So if I may come across a little bit more low energy today, I'm going to try and keep that shit up, keep up. And
$10 will go a long way to make Cat stop crying.
Darkside, thank you for the 10-minute. Officer Broside, this is Ranter. I got eyes on a Renton address that appears to be conducting experiments. They made a pig, roach, style creature, requesting backup stat. Dude, Lachero's video was I loved it. The Broside talked to me, absolutely slayed me. I couldn't get enough of that. I'm just deader than dead. That and my quote unquote reaction to watching Cat and Tyrone was pretty funny too. It was good times. Thank you, Darkside, man, for the 10. I appreciate it. Fuck it, man. Let's get into some stuff. I've got this one. I've got as well that he's going red as fuck, crashing out about his undershirt. I want to say he crashed out about his undershirt sometime last week, and I covered it, but this is new. And
I am the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Russian Milk Bear. Now I'm going to give you shit. Okay, I'm going to give you shit here in just a second. But then I've got this DSP near to extension banning fans to ask him to stop begging, and these are relatively good sized streams. But now I get to give Russian Milk Bear shit. So first of all, Russian Milk Bear, thank you for the 2. Saying only tithe, front facing baby chick, because this man has told me, hey, by the way, my income has been like severely impacted. I'm not going to be able to tithe this much. And I, of course, in Discord, am screaming at the top of my lungs, you don't have to give me fucking anything. And he, yeah, no, it's been terrible. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Terrible. Save your fucking money. 5 minutes into the stream, here's $2. Dude, save your fucking money. Oh my God. So thank you for the 2. Now put your card away and save your money so you can eat, my dude. Come on. Let's go.
I want you to understand something. This literally is a situation where I'm in dire financial straits, and if this stands where I'm going to be making half as less money on YouTube as I ever did before, starting now, I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to have all my shit reclaimed, credit card.
God, this would be amazing if it happened.
Lose everything.
It's not going to, but it would be great if it did.
And as for people spamming over on Kick, I will be very matter of fact and very transparent. All right?
Oh,
on
boy.
Kick, we know all the drama and stuff that's happened over the months. Okay, we know this.
Okay.
And I'm appreciative of everyone who watches me on Kick every day. But
I don't believe you.
there is definitely a toxic troll element on Kick. People who think that they can say or do whatever they want, despite the rules, despite the fact that I've already reprimanded them for their behaviors.
Dude, this is one of those times where it's like you needed to pick different language. I don't care what language you pick, but you needed to pick different words, verbiage, or whatever. I reprimanded them, but you're not a nanny. Okay, you're not the teacher, you're not the principal, you're none of those things. You're just a dude on the internet. You don't need to reprimand people. You can fucking just ban them or I don't know, make it funny. I have been, ever since I discovered him, I have been just binging the ever living dog shit out of Doug, and the way he just like handles his chat is fucking hilarious. I'm thinking about making a video about the difference between a content creator that loves his audience, has a skill set, actually is entertaining, and Phil, and doing like a side-by-side comparison of like situations they've gotten into. There was one where Doug's playing Skyrim. Nobody's paying attention to Skyrim. They're just saying unhinged shit. And so he was like, hey, okay, how about this? If you guys can go, if whoever does text to speech can do, if we can get 3 text to speech in a row of not unhinged shit, I'll gift 10 members. And like it went on for a long time. People just couldn't get 3. And finally they got 3. He did 10. Phil would have never done that. Phil would have just fucking gone ape shit on people and been a toxic asshole.
And they're not going to get away with it. They're acting like it's a good old boys club. Oh, well, I've been here since the beginning, so that means I could just sit here and say toxic things about everyone, right? So this morning, 2 particular people literally made bad jokes, saying things such as, oh, all of Phil's supporters are just on government money and they're waiting for their government checks.
No, Emo, it's not like bad or anything like that. It's just like people were sending in text to speech about ejaculation, and they were like, we're playing Skyrim. How did we get here? How did we get to this? Why are you like this, chat? It actually reminded me a lot of y'all, in that we'll be talking about something, now a super chat will come in and I'll read it and I'll just have to stop reading it because it clicks what you guys said, and I love it. But he takes it, and makes it fun and makes it funny. And then there's Phil.
Come in so that they could support him and, That's completely unacceptable. It's not even a meme. It's outright insulting, okay? These 2 particular people...
Oh, and this was that people are on government disability when they donate. Yeah, no, that's not a meme. That's like, how is it we say it? Factually fucking based?
Have never contributed whatsoever to my streams. They're in the streams every day saying toxic shit like that, but have never actually contributed at all.
It's gross.
I don't know, Guerrero.
And this is what it's become.
So not only is it
about and compared to what Phil's making, actually that's a really good point. Let me highlight this one real quick. A lot of people are saying that, the goal being 150, the whole aspect of, I remember back when 50 was enough. I remember that being $50 in tips. And I was like, actually, I bet you that he was still making 150 around that mark because he wasn't including super chats. He wasn't including memberships and stuff like that. And so the 150 mark may not be too terribly far away from what he was trying to get back in the day. It's just Ashton convinced him to be like, dude, why are you not documenting this? Why aren't you showing all the support? Why aren't you showing love to your fans? And he finally had it click in his head of, oh my God, I'm the problem for like 0.2 of a second. And then he became the victim again. But it's an interesting question. I don't have the time to crunch the numbers. I mean, I probably could make the time to crunch the numbers. I'm just not going to. I want to be lazy. I'm not even going to apologize. Oh my God, fucking play. There we go.
Violation of the rules, but it's hypocritical as well. They're not coming back. I don't care. And if you are of the mentality that you think that you can say and do whatever you want, insult regulars, insult supporters, and get away with it, you're wrong. Sorry, the party's over. If you act like an asshole, you'll be treated like the asshole you are, and you will appropriately be moderated.
Oh, hi there, Kettle. Name's Potts. Have we met?
If you have issue with that, fuck you. I don't care.
Jesus Christ, Phil.
Get out of my chat. Thank you. So that's that. Enough of the drama. I just wanted to get that out of the way because people were spamming the kick chat. And, it is what it is. If they continue to spam and they find themselves banned, no one's going to care. There won't be a sympathetic ear.
Okay, then why don't you just shut up and ban them? Why this whole diatribe about how, fuck you, and I'm going to do this thing? Why are you having to flex, man? Why are you having to, like, drop your pants and be like, I have the biggest dick in the locker room? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Yeah, okay, that's where I was going with it, or at least my thought was going with it, Russian Milk Bear, that he likes the power, or the limited power that he has. That, and of course it's,
cry on. They don't do anything but sit there and do memes and do toxic stuff every day, and I put up with it to some extent. I try to be, a reasonable guy. I don't want to be someone who is throwing the ban hammer around all the time. I don't want to be people think that you go to Phil's streams, too much.
Hold on. I gotta hear this again.
They don't do anything but sit there and do memes and do toxic stuff every day. And I put up with it to some extent. I try to be, a reasonable guy.
Define reasonable.
I don't want to be someone who is throwing the ban hammer around all the time. I don't want to.
How many? Jad like scrolled the entire list of kick, and I wanted to say it was 2,000 plus names of bands. Like, I don't know. It was probably more than that. And we're talking about kick. How the fuck you get 2,000 fucking names, you know, going ape shit like whatever. I mean, it's him. I don't know why I expect anything different. I actually don't expect anything different, but it's still, when he says shit like this, it's like standing in the rain and saying, wow, it's so dry outside. It's like, dude, we can see you're standing in the rain. Okay. Your clothes are soaked. It's definitely of the moist variety outside. Okay, you don't have to, you know, lie. No, man. It's like it's really hot and robust and dry.
I mean, have people think that, oh, when you go to Phil's streams, there's way too much moderation. In fact, it's the control opposite. There's very little moderation on my streams or in my chat.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought this.
The only real moderation that happens is these idiots who come in and make these fake accounts every day that are incredibly insulting names or doxing, which there's literally 50 of these a day. There's some no-life person who goes on Kick and makes like 50 accounts a day that are all awful. So the mods and I take care of them.
This is what I don't get. Why does he think it's one person? Who has the time to gen 50 accounts? Honestly. I've done, I think, 4. And those were like spaced out months apart because I just wanted to see if I could get in, or I wanted to see if he could pick up the subtlety of the name. One of them was his order number on Walmart. That shit got banned before I could say a fucking word.
When we see them, they don't ever talk. They just show up and then we ban them before they even have a chance to try to, you know, be toxic. Well, outside of that, very little moderation.
Russian, I think we're going to cover that. I think
happens. Despite what idiots say. So I'm very lax in that, and I even get complained sometimes. Why do you let the chat get out of hand? You know, this is your business, and you should be making sure that it's a place that everyone can chat and feel safe. And you're right. I get it. There's not much I can do because I don't want to be a guy who sits around.
That should pop something, but I don't know why it hasn't. But it's because it's a super sticker. I don't think I have anything set up for super stickers. So Shadow Amundsen, thank you for the new $2 super sticker. I appreciate it.
Around micromanaging everything and moderating constantly. I'd rather make content. I'd rather hang out with you guys and have a good time and play games than sit here and say, moderate. It's not worth my time, right? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
I can't believe he let this one go.
Your toxic shit is not welcome. But if people are going to be toxic like this, right? If they're going to be stupid, if they're going to be insulting, if they're going to be jerks, and if they're going to outright break the rules and insult others like they're doing, they're not going to be in the chat, okay? Someone took $2 says, do you think Kick might not be contributing to the positive environment you want your streams to be? No, that's not true. It's. I want you to understand something. It's never everyone. That's a gross misgeneralization, okay?
Sorry.
It's very simple. When I started streaming on Kick, we all know that the reason that I even gave Kick a chance or started streaming on Kick
was because Kino Casino told you to do it, but it actually was because you had planned to snake the Kino Casino the whole time. Remember, Phil? That was the level 666 podcast straight from hell. Do you remember that? Or did you brain hole that shit because it was probably the most embarrassing stream next to you beating off? Actually, I don't know. It might top beating off as the most embarrassing stream of your fucking career. You remember that, Phil? It was fun times. It really was. We got content out of that for fucking weeks.
Was because I was essentially egged on to do so by the Kino Casino. And I was skeptical about doing anything on Kick. I didn't really understand it at the time. But once I started looking into Kick and realizing, it's pretty much just like Twitch, all right, that's when I started streaming there. And initially, the crowd that we had on Kick was very casino-oriented. It was regulars of Kino Casino who started watching me on Kick. And not only did they follow, but they started subbing and gifting subs and some.
We're pissy. We in siege mode. Zerglings beware.
Reporting that way, right? Now, a lot has changed since then, and a lot of the people who still watch me daily on Kick are kind of holdovers. They're still fans of the casino. You liar, you. I'm good at lying.
I'm good at lying.
But also, they like to stick around here to keep an eye on things, some of them positively as real fans, and some of them toxically and negatively. And to be honest, I don't really care why you're watching. What? As long as you're abiding by the same rules as everybody else. We have rules that say you cannot insult the other viewers.
Really, if it's just some light razzing, light to medium style razzing, I've seen you guys go hog wild on each other and it fucking cracks my shit up.
You cannot be using toxic negative memes from detractors.
I'm surprised nobody has created a StarCraft meme yet.
There are rules that have always been in place. They're clear cut, they're clearly defined, and everyone can see them and everyone has to abide by them. No one is immune to the rules because
except for Phil.
This is how
and Derek. Don't forget Derek.
You maintain a positive community. If I just let anyone say and do whatever they want,
how you doing, man?
we'll have people at each other's throats, constantly attacking each other, trolling nonsense. It won't be a safe environment, and people won't like the streams. So I have put up with the holdovers and tried to be nice to them, despite the fact that I know they're probably not my biggest fans. They're more fans.
Dude, I love Kick Chat.
Kick Chat, fucking gay bitch.
Kick Chat finds the weirdest ways to say shit to get around like the moderation that he has. I think he's banned the word snort. And he's banned. I can't remember. There was another word he banned that I was like, really? Come on, man.
Fans of the casino. They still come up to my streams. They watch, and I appreciate that they're here. The engagement helps. It does. Okay. I cannot allow people to directly
watership
insult
down from the
others.
rafters.
I cannot allow people to directly pass along these toxic memes. You
pass along these toxic. This is your first day on the internet, Phil. Come on, man. Like, you gotta have thicker skin than this. Whatever. But I can speak till I'm blue in the face. I've done so in the past. I have talked till I'm blue in the face at this man. Has been like, please fucking learn. Like, just once, learn how to adapt, learn how to take it on the chin. You know, and he can't. He just refuses to. It's a, what is that called? That obstinate defiant disorder or something like that? Or I can't remember what it's called, but that shit. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, let's be honest here. Do you really think that the vast majority of people who support my content are people on government pay? What are you even talking about?
By the way, big indicator of he knows exactly what you're talking about is the what are you even talking about? You'll see it a lot. You can probably go to Pig Go, look it up. The what are you even talking about immediately comes after something that everybody knows what the person is talking about, and he's feigning ignorance. Oppositional defiant disorder. Thank you. Oh yeah, and I know it's like, oh, I have oppositional defiant disorder, and it's like, okay, so you're an ass by disease or whatever. Go get medication. Well, you need to understand. I really don't. I really don't. I mean, if you're gonna just be a fucking prick, I will be a prick back to you, and I will call it oppositional defiance disorder response disorder, where because you have oppositional defiance disorder, I have a disorder that causes me to respond negatively to that disorder. We can both get medication together. Let's go to therapy. Let's go.
Are you implying that they are disabled people?
Yes!
Wow, that's a nice thing to say. Right? Wow, that's really. And first off,
but yeah, that's a nice thing to say. But we're mouth drooling morons that don't have a brain in our body, or that we're no load losers is one of my favorites. That we all live in our parents' basements. That we have no friends, right? We have no relationships. We have no families. We have no pets. We don't have our own homes. We don't have jobs. But saying somebody's on government assistance, that's the bridge too far. Cool, Phil. Cool.
Even if some of them are, that's not my business. That's not your business. That's no one's business. If they like someone's content, they're well able to support whoever they want, however they want. And it's not your place to criticize. And it's not your place to try to deride or make fun of that.
Just dress up as Waluigi 1 year, okay? For Halloween, be Waluigi. You've got the wah down. Just fucking pull the trigger, make it happen.
You're a sick individual and an online fucking bully.
Oh yes, true, MG. We're all sociopaths. Don't forget that.
We'd probably laugh at you harder than you laugh at anyone else on the internet because you're probably a bigger loser. But no.
Dude, I am the biggest fucking nerd, dork, geek, dweeb you could hope to lay your eyes on. Like, I guarantee you would be laughing at me. I laugh at myself. That's the thing. You have to be able to laugh at yourself, Phil, and you can't fucking do that. You want to be loved so much by everybody that you cannot laugh at yourself, or you cannot join the joke. And I gotta tell you, man, that's gotta be one of the most depressing ways to live.
No one does that. Instead, losers group together on the internet to try to bully others. And it's just not allowed in my content. It never has been, and it never...
I can't, like, unfuck her sister, you know?
...will be. If you want to sit here and try to insult others, you're going to be gone. Sorry, that's just the way that it
Oh, that's the butt plug shirt he's wearing. I don't remember. I think it was Vega. It was like, they look like butt plugs. And I was like, I'm never going to unsee that. And I looked at it and, yep, that's the butt plug shirt.
works at a place where it's not chaos and it's not complete toxicity and online bullying. Maybe you're used to that environment from places like, you know, casino and other places, but that's not what I perpetrate in my business and on my streams, okay? Just because I'm Dark Side Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking
And good call, Dark Side.
basis. Shut the fuck up. That's correct. King Ferb says, imagine if in real life someone tried to make fun of someone who was disabled in front of other people. Exactly.
Well, I wouldn't make fun of him for giving you money. I'd be like, why are you taking that kid's money? Like, can you imagine somebody who was actually, like, I don't know, on like mid to low functioning, right? They walk up and they give a busker $1, right? They're doing miming, right? They're doing miming, right? And the guy walks up, he gives them $1 and he walks away. He's like, oh, okay. And then he keeps doing the same act over and over and over again because the kid keeps coming up and giving him dollars. And then after a while, he starts giving $20. And then after a while, he starts giving $50. And then he starts giving $100. How fast are you going to go up to that busker and be like, don't you think you have enough, you fucking asshole? Like, honestly.
What would happen? You'd be called out and probably someone would beat your ass. But you do it online because you're a pussy. You understand? You're a coward.
What? What?
Oh, and probably someone would beat your ass. But you do it online because you're a pussy. Yeah.
Man calls people pussies online behind screen, saying calling people names or making fun of them behind a screen makes them a pussy, doesn't see the irony. The season 17 writers, like, they need a raise. They do.
Understand? You're a coward. You're a wimp. You have a little dick. And that
I mean, how did you know, Phil?
That's why you act like that online. So I'm not going to protect people who act like that in my chat.
Here?
In fact, I'll be the one to put my foot to your fucking ass and beat your ass for it.
You know what? Close enough.
I'm a scat man.
And let's go ahead and analyze that one. We're going to break that shit down. Hold on.
In fact, I'll be the one.
On level 1. You're still on mission 1.
To put my foot to your fucking ass. And
right. In terms of banning, got that. You know, I'll put my foot to your ass and I'll ban you. No problem there. We're good. I get it. Feeling your oats, right? You're feeling your badassery. I get it, Phil. You got to flex on the power you have. But this last bit here, this bit.
And beat your ass for it.
That. I'll beat your ass for it. No, actually. Big negative. Hold on. Oh, that's nifty. Hold on. Sorry.
In fact, I'll be the one.
On level 1.
To put my foot to your fucking ass and beat your ass for it. Okay?
I welcome it, Phil. I will happily, you know what, I'll fly you out. I'll fly out. I'll fly Cat out. I'll even fly, I'll let you get the cat carrier so that Jasper Kitty can come with you. They can meet my 2 cats, my 3 dogs. And we can do it in the ring, man. It'll be fun. Come on, man. I got the points. We can do this. Let's go.
Deal with it. And if you don't like it, fuck you, because I don't like online bullies.
So you hate yourself?
What's going on, Jade? May the 4th be with you as well.
You paid $100 on stream or on Steam. I was like, damn, Forden Greenman, you gave him $100 on stream? Why? And then I was like, oh wait, no, on Steam. He must be talking about a game.
You like the lightsaber battle going on behind me?
Oh, Doom is incredible. I see it now. I see it. I'm probably gonna buy it. I'm probably gonna buy Doom because I don't have the next bone. And so that means I don't have Game Pass. So sorry, Forden. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. Honestly, I didn't. I just saw that I paid $100 and I thought it said on stream, and I was like, really?
So, folks, let us now. And by the way, it's hilarious because now all those LARPer accounts on Kick are exposing themselves, which is hilarious. Now they're all angry because someone actually stepped to their online bullying and showed.
Can you imagine this man in a bar?
Showed that they're pussies. So now they're all upset. Oh, fuck you. You're all sissies, don't you get it? Literally every one of you is a miserable coward.
Dark side, thank you for the 5, bro. I mean, he does hate himself, but it's because he's an ocean of inadequacies. I would say potentially a universe of inadequacies. This is really rough to listen to for me, because I think I used to be a little bit closer to Phil's mentality than I care to admit, like a number of years ago. And so hearing him talk like this, I'm like, oh God, the shame, the shame. So this is all really tough to listen to. And yeah, true, MG, he's asking for violence, and I can oblige,
I can
but
stand up from the chair.
I'm not getting arrested, you know. But I could oblige, definitely. G Perk, thank you for the £5. Says begging online behind gates, calling people pussies while making threats. What a big man, Phil. This is coming from someone who hid in a restroom. LOL. Yeah, Mr. I talk shit online, and then all of a sudden I realized I didn't want to be that guy is calling other people pussies when he cowered and fucking hid in a bathroom. Just the irony is so good. I don't have any wrinkles in any of my clothes. It's amazing.
That they're pussies. So now they're all upset. Oh, fuck you. You're all sissies, don't you get it? Literally every one of you is a miserable coward.
Do a push-up, Phil.
People don't sit online and bully others unless they're pussies.
As you sit online and bully others.
It's that simple. If you have a life, if you have positivity, if you have confidence in yourself, you don't.
I think I got all those things.
Sit around bullying others all day.
But I don't bully others. I bully you. There's a difference.
Go do positive things for yourself. It's only those who are the lowest of the low, the dregs, the leeches, the wretches, the bottom of the barrel, who have to sit there and look at others and basically make fun of them. Or
does anybody? Do you think that he like gets off his stream and is like, this definitely caused detractors to go away because I told them that they, or I implied that they were all pussies and wimps, and that'll do it. That'll definitely get the detractors to like wake up and to stop doing this. Do you think he's got that like, yeah, I'm badass afterwards? Like just that fucking like those asterisk fucking stories on the internet on Reddit and shit where like I saw a guy talking mean to his girlfriend, so I walked up and punched the locker. My hand was bloody and he ran away crying. And we've been together ever since. And then everyone clapped. That's where we are. We're in the everyone clapped arc.
You're too busy with your own positive life. You don't give a fuck what other people are saying or doing. Well, again, you don't understand that because you are the losers here. Not me. Not the people who are sitting around being positive and enjoying the content. It's the dregs of society. See, I don't know about that. Jalen says call them incels. I don't know about that. I don't know anything about incel culture or anything like that. So
really? Something tells me you ain't been laid in a hot minute, dude.
I don't want to go that far. Because then you go that far, and the next thing you know, that would be a Minecraft moment for me where I misstep and I extend too far and I say things and I insult people who I don't even know. So I'm definitely not saying that.
I gotta back this up. I gotta walk through this logic, okay? You're all mouth droolers, you're all pussies, you're all cowards, but
see, I don't know about that. Jalen says call them incels.
Saying they're involuntarily celibate because they have no lives and they have this and that's the bridge too far. And yeah, of course, the guy who wrote the Incel Manifesto, lest we forget. No, I'm thinking that like I'm thinking it's more along the lines of somehow it could get turned on him, like him being an incel, and so he doesn't want to call other people incels, so he can fall back on, but I never called them incel. Oh no, Rebsy always has the greatest stuff. What did you send me? Let's find out. This is the guy that No, I'm not posting flexi pictures. I am not posting flexi pictures. I totally want to post flexi pictures. I am not posting flexi pictures. No. I will behave. I'm not posting flexi pictures.
I don't know about that. I don't know anything about incel culture or anything like that. So I don't want to go that far. Because then you go that far, and the next thing you know, that would be a Minecraft moment for me where I misstep and I extend too far and I say things and I insult people who I don't even know. So I'm definitely not saying that.
Wow. Okay. I guess let's hear you crash out on some folk. Why don't we? Now, Memology, you'll forgive me. We did listen to your intro once. I definitely gave the respect I think due. I am going to bypass it this time. Not because it's not good. It's just the same one. I would expect people to bypass my intro as well. With the exception of the list of the gym rats. Don't you bypass that shit. You give them people props, goddammit. Because they're awesome. All my members are awesome, but my gym rats get recognized on my videos, which I haven't put out in forever, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Milk, perhaps, Timu? Or Timo? Oh, this is the Sylvester Stallone bit. Hold on, what?
All right, Phil.
Okay, yep, we can see the mouse. In the words of R. Lee Ermey, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, Private Pile? Why does your shirt extend past your sleeve? Why? Why would you do this? How did you wake up in the morning? You put on that shirt, you put on the overshirt, and you went, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. How did this happen?
Sylvester Stallone, enjoy your ban. I've had enough. Seriously, you're just a fucking idiot. You're just a fucking mouth-drooling dunce. I've had enough of your idiocy. So goodbye and don't come back.
Oh, Doodle Bear, thank you for subbing. Greatly appreciated. Also, why are you gay?
Keep your dollars.
Right now on KO Gaming, I have over 5,000 subscribers. If half of those subscribers gave $1 a month, right? Which is nothing. What, a pack of gum?
Dude, this is that one bitch. What was her, Bunny or whatever? That was like, you can't afford $5, you fucking brokey. You gotta earn that shit, dog. You have to be entertaining. You are not entitled to a single dollar from fucking anybody. You know, it's stored work, it's stored energy, it's stored time. You're not entitled to their time.
That would be a tremendous help to me.
Okay.
Ah, the torches.
Yeah, you guys should cut the shit on Kick. Sylvester Stallone, literally on this podcast, first he's asking me for things I'm going to do on my day off, which he knows I can't talk about.
I'm sorry. That sounds like a very reasonable question. Am I stupid here? I mean, chances are I am. But am I stupid here? That sounds like a really reasonable thing. Hey, you're going to have a day off? Cool. What are you going to do, man? Like, nobody asks me about my days, quote unquote, off of stream because they're 5 days of the week, not 1 day of the week. But I would imagine.
But that was if I was tired of talking to them and they were what we call a 220, kind of mental.
Internet hazmat crew.
Why are you gay?
2 seconds, Dread. Well, actually, Dredge Run, thank you for subbing. Greatly appreciated. Also, why are you gay? But Internet hazmat crew with the 220, thank you so much. Moobless T-style shirts. Can I DoorDash that? I don't know if it's this one. I know at some point, and we may have to look it up, but at some point recently, he has said something to the effect of, I can afford undershirts. I am not making this up. I witnessed this firsthand. This man said, I wear shirts like this because I can't even say it again. I can afford undershirts. Oh, a pack of Hanes. Oh my God. Phil, you're living large, my dude. A fucking McDonald's employee could afford undershirts. Phil, what are we doing?
Then he's saying, oh, did you hear about this thing that could personally hurt Phil? And by him talking about it, what he's trying to do is get attention for it, which then if it actually could hurt streamers, would hurt streamers. So why would he do that? He's an asshole. He's doing...
So I remember the message was something to the effect of PayPal is cracking down on fraudulent credit card transactions because there is a running theory. I don't know if there's any evidence, but there's a running theory that OIC or one of his big whales is kind of like either harvesting shit from the dark web or has access to like a list of fucking credit cards that they can just constantly whale out on. And so that's the theory. And so apparently the guy said something to the effect, not Phil, but the other guy, Phil Vester Stallone, said something to the effect of, if PayPal finds out that people are using fraudulent credit cards to give to other people, they'll shut the channel down, or YouTube will shut the channel down. How is that trollish? How is that, like, bad to tell you that? Wouldn't that, like, be good to know that? So you can be like, well, I would definitely keep my eyes on some outstanding, like, psychos who are, like, giving ridiculous sums of money, so I could be like, dude, are you really sure you got this kind of scratch, my dude?
Doing it on purpose. He's literally bringing up every negative thing. So, no, he doesn't get forgiveness. He doesn't get his butt kissed. I don't care how many fucking stupid emotes you guys use.
Hey, what's up, Unirage? How you doing? Been a hot minute.
Chat, he's an asshole.
Hey, what's up,
by the way, it's a sock account. If you don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. Kick is full of LARPers, meaning people
he wouldn't know if it was stolen, but I mean, in terms of, like, look, if I had somebody who one day, like, over the period, I think it was, 2 weeks, maybe a month, could drop 4 figures, $1,000 on my streams. If you were in my Discord server, I'd reach out to you personally. I'd be like, dude, I need to understand something here, because this is, one, it's too much. I mean, don't get me wrong, the support is great. I'm not turning down $1,000 100%. I mean, come on. Like I said, daddy's a whore. But I'd be like, this, are you sure you can afford this? I would feel bad. Somebody gave me that much. And I'd want to make quintuple, duple, whatever the fuck you want to call it, sure that, like, are you sure you're good, dog? Because this is kind of fucking crazy. But Phil is just like, oh, look, somebody gave me money and it didn't get charged back. Hooray! I mean, because he says he doesn't have a Discord, mind you. Uh-oh, Darkseid, what did you send me? Hold on. What do we got? What do we got?
nice undershirts that are incredibly comfortable.
Okay, we're going back to that. That was 3 days ago. We'll go back to this. But fuck it, let's do it now. Let's do it now. This is what I was talking about. Good man. Good man. Darkseid. Way to find what I was looking for. This is... We're back to this.
Wow. Look at those robust moves.
Oh, it's because he's talking about his moves. We'll go back. I promise we'll go back. We'll go back to the thing we were talking about, but I'm in my happy place. I'm in my happy place right now. And as if fated by God, we have 220 viewers right now. I am not making this up. Concurrent viewers, 220.
All right.
Mr. Burnell.
All right, ready? The final slam, and then we'll probably end the show. Again, this idiot Klarna.
Oh, let's bump him because I can't do him at 1x. I just can't.
DoorDash Loan says, "Did you stop buttoning up your shirts? Because dozens of people were pointing out you have robust moves."
Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the exact. Yeah, there it is. Right there, and it's because he's got. I've got the bar up here. It puts a little bit of shading there, but you can see it right there. We've got our curvature. That is correct. That's the Coriolis effect. That's the curvature of the tip. Sorry, the curvature of the. Never mind. Let's keep going.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, this is the mismanufactured shirt that wasn't mismanufactured until he washed it.
Wow. Look at those.
Yeah, those are robust. That is supposed to be like a double XL or an XL. That is supposed to hang loose on you in terms of like the chest, and you're kind of filling it out and not in a good way.
Robust moves that you can see, huh? Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely, right? No, here's what happened, okay? So
I told you I wasn't lying about this. I told you. Hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing, man?
So I said, wow, I realized I can actually afford nice undershirts that are incredibly comfortable, and that it's more comfortable wearing the majority of these shirts open rather than closed. So because I have enough, I can afford it, I decided to upgrade my wardrobe and have the shirts open.
If this is ever a flex in your life, like, don't get me wrong, if you're started from the bottom, now we hear, I've seen people that are like, look, I finally made it off the streets, and they have like a 400 square foot studio apartment. Big ups to those people, right? Grinding their hearts out to get to somewhere, hey, I went from homeless to I have something. Not a problem with that. But if you've got a house and a wife and a cat, well, a mall wife anyway, and a cat and a fucking Camry that probably isn't paid off for his lease and had to have an entirely new wheel assembly, you guys. And your flex of flexes is I bought undershirts. Reevaluate your life. Like take a massive look inward and maybe realize that you need to shut the fuck up.
You understand? So because I make good money doing what I do, because people like me and my content, I upgraded my wardrobe because I could afford it. How about you? What do you wear? Paper bags?
What?
Hand-me-downs?
What's wrong with hand-me-downs, dude?
You get your clothes. Klarna, DoorDash loans.
The fuck is Klarna DoorDash loans? What is that? What the fuck is Klarna?
You do when you empty the potato sack, you put 2 holes in it, put your arms through it like this.
If I had to, I would. Service that allows you to buy now, pay. Dude. Phil, you're revealing. You're revealing a bit too much. Not only tit-wise. I know what a firm is, because I had seen a firm over and over again when I was buying on either Amazon or somewhere else. I don't think I had ever heard of Klarna. What's up, Cat?
Anyway, I love it. These people are so dumb. They don't realize that you're just setting me right up for some fun stuff. Anyway, all right. Let's. Oh wait. Hold on. Hey, Cowboy fan with another $1 tip. I just wanted to do this as a thanks for reacting to the trailers. I hope you enjoyed them and maybe you'll consider them for future playthroughs. Raidu is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. The same people who made
the fuck is a never mind.
Persona. Yeah, since it's a classic title, it should be safe streaming. Yeah, you know, I hope so. Because you would think...
All right, I'm bored of you. We're going back to where we were.
Who are on sock accounts, who are already trolls, who get banned and they come back with new accounts and they're trying to pretend to be friends and shit. And then all of a sudden, it's funny. The funny part is when all of a sudden they all bring up exactly the same thing at once. As if they're all sitting in the same Discord server talking behind the scenes and then they decide to say it on stream.
I was about ready, dude, that's not fair. That's not fair. I was about ready to say, this motherfucker is wearing like a tinfoil hat on some shit that it's like, oh yeah, they're all sitting in the same Discord server. No, we're not. There's probably tens, if not hundreds of Discord servers. We just all happen to talk about the same stuff because you're predictable.
I can stand up from a chair.
G-Berg, thank you for the £2. Phil, the king of credit payments. I actually wonder, G-Berg, I really do, if he could get a firm or what was Klarna, if he could get approval for that type of shit. I don't know if he could. I don't know. I'm only on one Discord server and it rarely mentions Phil. Yeah, honestly, we on mine, we've got like a page dedicated to horrendous screenshots. Which is good. Otherwise, let's see. So anything that is like dedicated to Phil, right? So we've got general, not dedicated to Phil. We have DSP Screenshot Hall, that's dedicated to Phil. Stream ideas, threads for days, accountability challenges. That's if you wanted to like get fit and you're like, hey, I need to be reminded to, go to the gym and stuff. So, hanging out, cool shit I found on YouTube, lifting, music recommendations, vent, wrestle talk, gaming, ads and PSAs, spoons out for toxicity. Okay, that one's kind of Philish. And Warhammer 40K lore haven. So dedicated wise, I think we have one dedicated channel. One dedicated. Okay.
Kind of weird, no?
What? Master Betty. This is Wimplo. He is an idiot. We have trained him wrong on purpose. Master Betty, thank you for the 2. Druckmann succeeds Kojima as his new hate boner. I've heard about a Druckmann rant that he went absolutely unhinged on. We may have to cover that if I don't have it queued up already.
We got a LARPer.
Thank you.
I got
Again,
a $5 super chat from a
it.
LARPer. Hilarious. Well, thanks, LARPer, for $5. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to read the message because it's stupid. It actually is. Thanks for the money.
Oh, I didn't know that, Topher.
Why do people make sock accounts? Well, there's 2 reasons.
Guerrero?
Okay, there's 2. 2 reasons to make a sock account for a stream like mine. Reason number 1 is that you're a legit supporter. You're someone who actually likes my content, but you're well aware that people. Number 1 is that you're a legit supporter.
Y'all know what I'm about ready to talk about. If you're watching the cursor right now, you know where this is going. I'm sorry in advance, okay? I'm not actually sorry, because this just makes no good. He just got a haircut.
Supporter. You're someone who actually likes my content.
There it was. Come on. Come on. What the fuck is this? Just fucking shave it. Oh my God.
Content. But you're well aware.
There, and there's the other one. That's a comb over. That is just a straight up comb over. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is just please God, don't let people know my hair is thinning. What? Can he be right? And Phil still says no, like Worski. Oh, that's the no, right? Is that the no? Because that's the energy that I always got from. Also, where the fuck are your arms, Phil? This should not be this should not be a straight line. There should be stuff here. I could hang a shelf with that level arm. What the fuck, man? Which chin? His 2 chins, tank, or his what? What traps? There are no traps. There are no traps. There is fat hanging from the bone. There's nothing. There is nothing there. God. I know, I harp on it all the time. Fuck it, I don't care.
Well aware that people who support me in big.
That's the first time we've ever gotten a fucking straight on view. Hold on.
Big ways, like let's say dropping a big member bomb or.
Oh! Where's the ball? Where's the ball? There's supposed to be a ball here. They jiggle. They fucking jiggle. I'm sorry. I know you guys love this. All right. If you hate it, I apologize. But watch the jiggle.
Okay. But you're well aware.
Right here. Watch the jiggle.
That people who support me in big ways, like let's say dropping a big member bomb
or male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
What the fuck is that? Ice Yamamoto, thank you for the 5, says, I have one channel that talks out Phil, but other than that, we talk about everything else in gaming. Because who has time to talk about, I mean, don't get me wrong, we will hyper focus, quote unquote, as he calls it, about Phil on like crazy shit that he does, hands down. And also big ups, Ice. How you doing, bud? But other than that, and his fitness, because it's Broside Phil, we're gonna hyper focus on his fitness. That's gonna be a thing, okay? Or lack thereof. But other than that, who's got the time to like spend all their time talking about Phil? We're talking about Doom the Dark Ages. We're talking about setting up OBS streams with fucking APIs and shit. It's just it's rough. What is this shit here? It looks like it stops here, and this literally hangs from right here. Right? I don't know if you can see it as well as I can, but from about right here down is just hanging. There's nothing there to prevent it from going, Low effort trolling makes a fantastic point, ladies and gentlemen. Comments the jiggling.
A big tip that people tend to kind of come after them and harass them because people are weird on the internet and just obsessed with the fact that I'm successful while they're not. They're miserable and I'm happy. They can't stand that. So they try to harass people who support me, you see? So by using the stock account to do anonymous donations, like an anonymous tip or dropping 50 subs on Kick, but it's a name no one ever saw before, it protects your identity. No one knows who to associate that with, and who cares if they go harass that account? It's a dummy account they're never using for anything anyway.
Dude, if he went into a gym and actually started ego lifting, he'd hurt himself. He would severely hurt himself. He went to a preacher curl and probably had a 25-pound dumbbell, sat on a preacher curl and allowed his arm to fully fall forward. He would rip tendons. He would rip tendons or rip connective tissue. He would actually hurt himself. like in a terrible, terrible way. G-Berg, thank you for the £2 saying 20% women's jeans, and it went to the women's wing arms. We call those bat flaps here in the United States. She got to bat flaps. Don't talk about my gay dad like this, bro. What's up, Dewey? How you doing, man?
Another reason to use a sock account is because you're someone who already has been in a chat and banned a bunch of times for acting like an asshole, but you still want to keep coming in and acting like an asshole. And a lot of the times these people conjugate with others who are assholes, right?
Are we verbs? Hold on. Fuck. God damn it. Go back.
I should say congregate, not conjugate. They these people conjugate.
I was about ready to say, are we verbs? We conjugate the verb? I was wondering if he was going to let that go.
With others who are assholes, right? I should say congregate, not conjugate. They
God, I really wish he hadn't hit that. I really wish his brain would not have burned white hot and been like, not the right word, not the right word. Change it.
Congregate with others who are assholes on places like Discord, which is apparently the more and more I learn about Discord, the more I'm like appalled that people
come to Broside Phil's Discord, Phil. Join accountability challenges and lifting. I will personally protect you in those channels. I'm not protecting you in general. Don't go to general. Don't go to general. Don't go to DSP screenshot hall. Don't go to those. Okay, I'm not going to protect you. You come to lifting or accountability challenges. I will walk you through not having bat flaps, and I will not let people rip on you. Okay, I promise. And my members of the Discord know that if I would be like, hey, leave them alone in those two channels, they should leave you alone in those two channels. Not a chance in hell he's going to show up. But I just want to prove you wrong. I want to say that no, we can be positive, Phil. You're not going to like how when I tell you to, like, it's arm day, when I tell you to go pick up 5-pound weights and curl it 20 times, yeah, you're gonna feel like a bitch, and I'm gonna tell you that's where you need to start, because otherwise you're gonna hurt yourself and you're not gonna like that. That's not me ripping on you, that's just a factual fucking based observation. Okay,
use Discord as just like degenerate community of people who are just fucked in the head doing disgusting things.
And be careful, being drunk can cause bad things, and definitely don't drink in prime. You tend to like spend your entire credit card that way.
I can't believe some of the things I hear now. So yeah, they sit there in their online communities on Discord, you know, laughing, joking, memeing, disgusting behavior, because it's all toxic, negative internet bullying stuff.
Right, which is why don't go into general. They would eviscerate you, and I would live stream it, okay?
And then they talk about topics, say, oh, you got to go do this, say this in the stream and do this. And because they're on a sock account, they think that no one knows that it's them. They think that, oh, it's, you know, they'll never figure it out who I am because it's a new account or a sock account, right?
Well, yeah, you're not going to be able to tell that. If I came in as Broside Phil, which I already have tried to do, but you had me pre-banned, which, bitch, come on. If I came in as, I don't know, Bob, there's no way to tell Bob is Broside Phil. You can't. You could say, oh, the guy's new. Okay. But you ban so many people. That could be Broside Phil, that could be Steve of the Dead, that could be Burdock Root Farmer, that could be Fort Worth Rays, that could be Tyree Carver, that could be Greg of the Lake, Cassie Crow, William Lind, Uwu. It could be anybody that you ban.
Zangief
Greg of the Lake, I'm stealing that.
Says, yeah, after I gifted you last week, people kept following me on Kick and harassing me, but it's not my main account, so I don't care. That's what I mean. That I would strongly recommend.
I am too toxic. I really want it to happen.
Recommend anyone who's actually going to.
I don't know if you've been bad, Cassie Crow. I was reading up the list of the names that were in chat. Okay, don't hate on me.
To support me in some way, you should not have any public-facing account that has real information about you. You should protect your identity online. You should always do that. Like, just in general, everyone should be doing that.
Everybody, I present to you the evening news from 15 years ago. Let's go ahead and hear this. Okay. Hi, welcome back to the 6 o'clock news. Our anchor Phil Burnell has a rather frightening story from the world of the internet. Phil?
Actually going to support me in some way. You should not have any public-facing account that has real information about you. You should protect your identity online. You should always do that. Like, just in general, everyone should be doing that anyway. But notably, when you're doing anything positive towards me, understand that there are actually mentally ill people stalk me and my followers and my viewers and stuff like that, right? Yeah, it's just a good strategy.
Hold up.
Stalk me and my followers and my viewers and stuff like that, right? Yeah, it's just a good
So it's tougher to see here. It's not as pronounced. What I'm looking at is the angle from here to here. That is really extreme. And the only reason why your chest would protrude like that is one of two reasons. One, you can bench press a house. I'm ruling Phil out of this one. Okay. Two, you got tits. I'm just saying.
Strategy, you know, don't open yourself up to online stalking and harassment by using accounts. Like, for example, if you have an active YouTube channel that you use all the time for stuff, never use that channel to contribute to me. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to tip, never tip with your real name. Never tip with an account that's another account online that you want to use, right?
But make sure that you have an email that I recognize that, of course, has a first name, last name associated to it on PayPal if you're going to tip. And that way I can tell you, don't worry, I'm not going to dox you, even though I have in the past to other people. But I'm not this time. It's don't worry about it.
Right? Never do that. Make up new names, make up new things, because that's the way to protect your identity. It's just the best way to go about things with these nut jobs on the internet.
It's full-grown men who actually have time in their day to continue to hate on you. It's such a depressing life that people live. Please, see someone. A doctor, a psychiatrist, anyone who's a DSP. Everyone would benefit.
The viewers on Kick are saying, your undershirt is too long.
Yay. I heard about this. I'm excited. Thank you, Darkside, for the 5. And as I understand it, Steve of the Dead is not a fan of Mudang. So I'm sorry, Steve. You probably will not want to send a $5 super chat, as you will hear, shut up, I want Mudang. Darkside, thank you for the 5. Says, time for logic. Yes, Phil, that is a good strategy, but how did it work for the dude you made send a super chat to validate his identity on the marathon? That was delicious. That was a TOS violation, and that should fucking, like, impact him in a bad way. I'm just saying. And Rebsy becomes a gym newbie. I thought you already were a gym newbie. Oh, no, you didn't become one. You popped your membership for 9 months. Thank you, Rebsy. And you know what? Just because I haven't put them out there here in a hot minute, and I still don't have the last 2. I've got them downloaded. I don't have them assigned to the soundboard in an OBS. But as a reminder, Rebsy created all of these. Ta-da! Well done, Rebsy. I'll get the last 2 in there eventually, I promise. We do have gluttony, or not gluttony, lust, and fuck. Can't remember the last one.
I'm talking about how the month went.
Nobody
talking about
cares.
the awesome
Sloth.
games I'll
That's
be playing,
right, Sloth.
and the games I'm playing now. Planning for an awesome marathon. This is what you're thinking about. This is your major focus in life right now, is the length of my undershirt.
So I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West side.
I need to be watching Memology more often.
Do you think maybe there might be something wrong? You think perhaps that's not normal human behavior?
No, I think that wearing an undershirt that is longer than the overshirt is not normal human behavior. It's like wearing stripes with polka dots. You just don't do it.
That you're so obsessed with my undershirt that I'm wearing on the stream? You think perhaps that could be something? There's a word for that? Perhaps there's like a diagnosis for that kind of behavior that maybe would be accurate to describe it?
Well, if you're talking about balding, that'd be you. I'm looking at your hairline right now. If you're talking about autistic, I really don't think people observing the fact that you're... This motherfucker would get mad at people being like, why the fuck is this dude wearing white socks up to the fucking ankle? Not the ankle, but to the calf with sandals. Why, Dad? What? Oh my god! They're flip-flop style. He's got flip-flop style fucking sandals on while wearing white socks. Why, Dad? Why?
And that perhaps, when you hyperfixate on something that's completely pointless and meaningless and trite, but you just can't stop hyper-focusing on it for some weird reason, it's the most important thing to the world to you, even when it's not the focus point of attention and no one else is talking about it, but you just can't help but hyperfixate on something.
Dude, this is kind of cringe.
So inconspicuously unimportant in the world. Do you know what I'm talking about? You think there might be a name for something like that? Do you think we can figure it out? Anyway.
Okay. You did it though. You that was you though. I didn't do nothing.
I am fine with my clothes. In fact, they're very comfy.
So it doesn't have really much to do with the comfiness. It has to do with the fact you actually look disabled in the mental, like you don't know how to dress yourself.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And exactly, Steve. This is how you know it touched a nerve. Because oh shit. Who does it? I have been socially inept for God knows how long. Even I would know, oh, maybe I shouldn't wear this overshirt because these are just a bit too long on the sleeves or something. I don't know.
This is a bamboo shirt. Yes, this is a
Who gives a shit? It could be made out of the blood of Christ. I don't care.
Shirt made mostly from bamboo fibers.
And does that mean the sleeves have to be extra long?
Which makes it incredibly stretchy, but also incredibly cooling. It's like a wicking shirt. It wicks moisture, but also it just keeps you cool. It's very aerated undershirt.
Oh my God, we're talking about that we are driving the fucking deluxe Lexus limited edition premium turbocharged shirt. It's a shirt. It's cloth with 2 sleeves for the arms, a head hole, and room for your body to go through. It's a fucking shirt, Phil. It's a shirt. It's not curing cancer anytime soon, okay?
I really like it.
What's up, Lewis? How you doing, man?
I used to wear buttoned. The reason that I'm not going to wear buttoned anymore
is because your tits are too big?
Is because it's got this, it was mismanufactured, basically. This right here.
I didn't realize that was this video.
It's supposed to fold over, so when the shirt's buttoned, it looks good. But look what happens. It just flaps over, and you can't actually get it to not do that. They mismanufactured it. The button actually should have either been lower, or that shouldn't have been that long. So basically, whenever I tried to wear this shirt, and I would button it, it would look bad, because this thing would be flapping over like that, and I can't stop it, you see? So I said, well, I'll just wear it with an undershirt then, right?
Learn how to use an iron. Fuck.
That's as much thought as I gave to it. It's kind of annoying. It won't button right. I'll just put an undershirt on then. That's fine. Oh no, we're going to hyperfixate on Phil wearing an undershirt and talk about his undershirt being too long.
Yes, because your shirt sleeves for that shirt are too fucking small.
How about stop being fucking obsessive and weird and focusing on nonsense that doesn't matter? No one should care about this.
Why are you caring about the messages that say that your shirt's too small, man?
Why are we even talking about it? Oh, I've tried everything. Every Roy says, did you try ironing the flap down? I tried ironing the shirt. I tried steaming the shirt. I tried, some streams, I put a freaking paper clip on the shirt to try to hold it in place. It's too much effort for a stupid shirt. I like the shirt, but it's too much effort. Ironing the shirt. I tried steaming the shirt. I tried, some streams, I put a freaking paper clip on the shirt.
No, got all that. Got all that. Come on, baby.
It's too much effort for a stupid shirt. I like the shirt.
Eesh. Go to the gym. There's this video. There's this dude. He's got like long hair, big old beard, and he makes those like surprise videos. And so it'll be like, I don't know who needs to hear this in their life, but you are, and all of a sudden it'll just be you are, and it'll be his face. And it'll be, you were too lazy. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. He needs to be mobbed with those videos. Just, and I have a cheat for Doom, whatever the fucking the name one is, the new Doom, and the cheat is go to the gym, go to the gym, go to the gym, go to the gym.
But it's too much effort for a shirt that I'm wearing on a gamer stream. I'm not some kind of a fucking fashion model coming out here. I'm not on Hollywood.
I'm sorry, did he say fashion model?
For a shirt that I'm wearing on a gamer stream. I'm not some kind of a fucking fashion model coming out here. I'm not on Hollywood. I don't have 5,000 paparazzi who are filming me to put me on the front page of Vogue.
Right. Because you ugly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be in a tabloid today. I don't care. So I said, enough of this annoying thing. I'm just going to wear an undershirt on it. I don't give a shit. Okay? But no, I really didn't expect that we would have very, very, very hyper-focused.
Oh my God. Sorry, I don't. Okay, look, you guys, if you don't know anything about body mechanics or anything like that, or kinesiology, this will make no sense. Anybody who does, right? Or if you have some arm muscle to you, okay? You know full well, bring your arm in, like flex your bicep, okay? And actually put your hand on the backside of it, on your tricep, okay? Now, as you extend your arm out, okay, what you should feel is your tricep tightening, okay? You should feel that something is like constricting. It is becoming, yes, larger in terms of flex, but also smaller in terms of, they're tightening up. This man extends his arm and just fat falls down.
But no, I really didn't expect that we would have very, very hyper-focused people over on Kick talking about the length of my undershirt. Ridiculous.
I want you to
Okay, so that was that one, and then actually, this is the next video. See, the DSP near to extinction, banning fans, asking them to stop begging, and suffering anxiety the entire stream. Let's go. Hey, what's up, AG47? How you doing?
No contributions to start off tonight. 0. I got absolutely nothing.
Well, we got to back that one up.
No contributions to start off tonight. 0.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay. I got absolutely nothing, so I have nothing to shout out.
Damn it! I thought it would cancel it out. Sorry, back it up
to start off tonight. 0. I got absolutely nothing.
There we go. And there was much rejoicing. Hey, what's up, Super Cartoonist? How you doing, man?
So I have nothing to shout out.
And he's wearing yet another undershirt that is too long for his fucking for his over. Did you learn nothing? How many times must we teach you this lesson, old man?
There is nothing, no contribution from any direction to begin tonight's stream. That's not a good sign. We are only 2 goals away from DSP Tries It. So we're right there. If we hit the goal tonight and then we hit a goal tomorrow, it's DSP Tries It on after tomorrow.
Oh my God, you guys, it's DSP Tries It.
Tomorrow's first stream, which would be superb if that happened. I would love to do that. So hopefully we can hit a goal tonight. Gamer Dad says he's going to send it over right now. He said $15 for 15 kills, and I got more than 15 kills.
Oh, God, this shit.
Will he do it, or is he full of baloney? We'll find out. Let's get some support, guys, please. Please.
What the fuck was that? What
Will he
was
do
that?
it, or is he full of
Hold on.
baloney? We'll find out. Let's get some support, guys, please.
A little bit of a dry throat there. Are we a little nervous, Phil? Are we a bit choked? We a bit choked up about the fact we're not getting any support.
Please, anything. Appreciate it tonight. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, get the memberships, subs, get the subs, or tips right now.
You know what? It's
subs
been a
would
hot
be
minute.
the life.
Money, please.
I am the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Ice. Thank you for the 2, brother. He needs a shirt 1 size bigger or 2. He needs a moo-moo. Okay, let's just skip the bullshit. Okay, let's skip the man needs a moo-moo. Okay? It's just, it would be better for him. He's all about comfy, right? And muumuus look really comfy. They look terrible, but they look really comfy. I'm just saying.
0 subs earlier today on my
Thank
first
you,
stream.
Alex, for the
It would
2.
be absolutely great. It would be absolutely great to get some sub support tonight from Kick. But anything appreciated. So far, just X Shooter. Let's get some more. Come on.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta
give 1 subscription to take position 1.
Get some more viewers. How many viewers do we have right now? Absolutely pathetic. Less than 200 on YouTube and a measly 74 on Kick. We can do better than that. Let's get at least 1,000 viewers here tonight. Let's go. 1,000 viewers on each. I want 1,000 viewers on YouTube, 1,000 viewers on Kick. Right now, let's do it.
You realize, dumbass, that the viewership comes from either people seeing that there is, other people in the stream or that they've been there in the past, and you kind of have to build that viewer base. Like you have to have a personality. You have to be decent. You have to be funny, even, or at least entertaining in some way, which is why you have all your fucking LARPers, because there is a way you're entertaining. It's just not the way you want to be entertaining. So you kind of have it down, but you don't. Yeah, you just suck, man. You suck.
People want to cheer, they can cheer, but I don't want them to have like pressure. Oh, we didn't hit the goal tonight. We didn't hit the goal tonight. Plus, the other thing is, and just being honest, people are so fucking nosy up in my business and shit that if I had a goal every night, they'd say, "Oh, look, Phil made this much on this night, and this much on this night, and this much on this night. Now he says he needs money to help for taxes. Oh, Phil's a greedy motherfucker. How do you?"
Dude, you are the greediest motherfucker I know. Okay, the Enron is not as greedy as you.
Spend all this money, so I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yes, of course, Copium, the $15 bounty guy lied. Of course he did. They all do. No one ever does real bounties with me anymore. People used to love it. They would challenge me, and then I would try to play real hard, hit them, and then they would reward me. No one does it anymore. So I play. People used to love it. They would challenge me, and then I would try to play real hard, hit them, and then they would reward me. No one does it anymore.
What? Holy Smitty Weberman Jensen. Got it. Switty Weberman Jensen. Thank you for the 2. When PWR gets better numbers, just retire, Phil, please. And as I understand it, like he had a massive surge because everybody was chatting about him because of, he was unique. But even he's had like a fall off, or I would call maybe a steadying of his numbers, and he's still beating the dog shit out of Phil. Fuck, he's probably beating the dog shit out of me, and that's good. Good for him. Get that money, man. Fucking be entertaining. Have some fun with it. Do your thing. I have no ill will towards him except for that bullshit that he pulled with the I'm suicidal stuff. That's the only ill will that I got towards him, and it's been a hot minute since he's done that. So really, no ill will. But yeah, Phil, the dude came out of nowhere and it literally may have like a mental disorder of some type and is more entertaining than you. He's talking about stealing his idea of a fucking call-in show. Like, how the fuck never mind. How are you going to steal the idea of one of your former fans that fucking ostracized you because you refuse to engage with him? That is just fucked up to a level that I did not think you could stoop to, Phil. But then again, you have proven there is no bar too low that you can't send lower.
So I play hard. I complete every objective that people want, and then I get nothing for it because these people are scumbags, So it is what it is. That's why I don't even care about bounties. I don't even ask for them or nothing. There's no point. People never come through.
Big Bane did a super chat and said, "I'll give you."
I didn't know this was going to be in here.
$200 to do 25 push-ups nonstop. Okay, ready? Here we go. Woo! I did 25 real push-ups on my floor. I actually did do them, but there's no way you could see it because I can't aim the camera to look over there. But I actually just did do 25 push-ups. Woo! By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, there hasn't been $200 tip. The guy was a liar. I fucking go and do the push-ups, and he says, "Oh."
I go and I do the push-ups. Guys, if you remember, if you don't know, he has retconned this, and he has said that, of course, I didn't do the 25 push-ups. Everybody knew I didn't do the 25 push-ups. It was a goof, you guys. It was a goof. Let's listen to how much of a goof it actually was.
Noticed? There hasn't been $200 tip. The guy was a liar. I fucking go and do the push-ups, and he says, "Oh." Yeah, no, bullshit. You said do the push-ups. I did them. and now you're not gonna fucking, you're not gonna do it because you're an asshole, basically, you're lying. You're a dishonest person. It's fucked up. Big Bane, sorry, that's not how it works. You said do 25 push-ups. I literally immediately hit the floor and did 25 push-ups, and now you're saying, oh, well, I want you to rotate the camera and set it up. Fuck you. No, I mean it. Fuck you. You didn't say any of that at first.
This is a light to medium style razzing. This is all part of the act. Okay, don't let the rage confuse you. This is a funny. This is fun. Correct.
Don't get to change criteria after it's already done. That would be like saying, I want you to go do this job for me. Someone immediately does the job and they say, oh, I actually wanted you to do the job with this criteria, go do it again. No, that's not how it works. We had a verbal agreement. You failed to live up to the agreement, so go fuck yourself. Thanks for the super chat.
Fries Seps. I like it.
Good fucking game.
We've taken the lead.
Enemy spawn. What? So where did he spawn?
We don't know because you won't let the fucking kill cam play.
Spawn behind me again. Yo, the game is so bad. I literally can't move right now. Look, I'm trying to move. The game caught me on the edge and wouldn't let me move. I'm walking. I'm like, you won't do anything. What a piece of shit.
Fuck you. I get it. There's more I could say about it, but really, fuck you.
I'm not buying any skins, Clyde. When I have one contribution all night of $5 so far, and we're half an hour into the stream.
Hold up. Let's see if I can't get... Well, first of all, Phil, good call.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
All right, now then, let's go ahead and hear you talk some more.
I'm not buying any skins, Clyde. When I have one contribution all night of $5 so far, and we're half an hour into the stream, I'm not spending any money on the game. I really hope it picks up, guys. You guys usually like Call of Duty. This is my only Call of Duty stream of the week. Because we got so much other new stuff coming out. All right, and we're only 2 goals away from hitting ESP Tries It reward. I hope that we can do it tonight. Let's hit a goal. All right, one more match, then we'll...
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Split the part and we'll do another hour tonight. Come on, guys, let's get some support. Right now, we're only at $26 or something like that. But we're only 2 goals away from
Money, please.
ESP Tries It. Let's get support for Call of Duty, especially because this is the only Call of Duty stream this week. And I'm serious about this now. Let's get a sub over on Kick. No support on Kick tonight. Like, what is going on? Let's get some support on Kick tonight, guys. Let's get at least a single freaking sub from Kick tonight.
No.
I have to please you? Well, I'm doing good every single match. Like, literally every match I've done well. Kicking ass, doing all the dailies, and getting good kill death ratios, top of the leaderboard. What do you want me to do? What else could I possibly fucking do?
Stop begging and get a job.
All right.
Stop begging to get a job.
Thanks. I hope you're enjoying. I'm kicking butt tonight. Like, really, I'm mowing through. I am mowing through these characters. And I hope that you're enjoying. Please support the stream. We are officially halfway through the stream, and it's only like 20-something bucks to support.
And there was much rejoicing.
All right. We actually had a really good stream earlier today. We've had great supported streams for the last several days that I streamed. I don't want to have that end now tonight on Sunday night when we're only 2 goals away. If we hit the goal tonight, that means likely tomorrow we'll hit the goal day stream and we'll be doing DSP Tries It.
Look at him and tell me there's a God.
All right, so please support the stream. We're at 29 bucks. Come on. Let's get, again, I can't believe, are we seriously? I gotta say this now.
Dude, just stop. Just stop. Okay? Like, there is no redeeming quality to this. It's a fun goof. It builds the community. It puts people together. It helps your business. Okay? There is nothing about this that makes people go, I definitely should give him money other than pity. And if you are okay with pity bucks, there's something fundamentally wrong with you.
Are we seriously going to go an entire day with not a single piece of support from Kick?
It did, Mucky Mo? No, I didn't know that.
From Kick tonight at all. None. 0. That's nuts. If that's the case, that's nuts. Now we're going to get none. Let's get 1 sub on Kick right now. That would absolutely be insane. I'm not going bald. I've had this problem with my hairline since I was young.
Killdozer? No shit.
Like, I'm not even kidding. I've always had a hairline issue. If you take a look, this whole side of my...
Wait a minute. Isn't that... Is Killdozer Ethan Ralph? Or is that... I can't remember.
Face is not even with this side. It's always been like that my whole life. I was born that way, okay?
Hold on. What?
This problem with my hair Kick right now. That would absolutely be insane. I'm not going bald. I've had this problem with my hairline since I was young. Like, I'm not...
No.
Not even kidding. I've always had a hairline issue. If you take a look, this whole side of my face is not even with this side. It's always been like that my whole life.
Yes, you've had a stroke. We know.
I was born that way. Okay.
Oh, okay. Killdozer is
learned to deal with
Killdozer.
it,
Okay.
and it's all good. I don't need to be some fucking Adonis model. I'm already.
Don't worry, Phil. Don't worry. You never will be. Ever. There is not a universe in which Phil is there are infinite universes, right? According to fucking theory. There is not a universe where Phil is an Adonis model. Don't got to worry about that one. That one's covered by the universe. That's a gimme. No stress on you.
Already happily married. Okay? I don't need to look like fucking John Stamos for all of you on a gameplay.
Dude, could you be more of a fucking boomer?
Stream. So you can stop worrying about my look so much. People who are saying dumb shit in the chat, like, you can stop worrying about that right now. My hair was literally never even my whole life.
Oh, why, thank you. And Mark O'Shaughnessy, if you didn't know, I did no voice work for Lechero's show. That was all, I don't know how much of my streams he fed into AI, but that was all AI.
Middle of my head and it goes like this. It's really fucking annoying.
Oh my God. What is there a rat on his head? What the fuck is that? What is that a music note? Does he have a forehead rat tail? What is that? I have never seen this. I have never seen this picture of Phil. This is nasty. Crisco has less grease content than his hair in this image. Vegetable oil is healthier and less oily. Brother, ew.
Because I never had that issue in my entire fucking life until I started wearing headphones all the time. And now that I wear them all the time, it's a persistent issue. And I don't know what, like, for example, let's say you're someone else who has to wear headphones all the time. How do you solve that issue? Right? I don't know.
Product?
Let's see. We did finally get a sub. It's from It's a Me Markula. Thank you, It's a Me Markula. The first sub.
So that's got to be It's a Me Ryan or It's a Me whatever that dude's name was.
Okay, so now we can at least say we did not go.
I am the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
G-Burk, thank you for the 2 pounds. That's a week without washing his hair. Steve, you still here? Please tell me you're still here, because I have to fact check something, and I'm sure some of y'all know, but I think Steve definitely knows. So I'm just seeing if he's here because I got to know about this. Either I dreamed this or it happened. Okay. There was a stream that Phil confessed that he didn't shower daily. Not bad. You know, I know people that don't shower daily. They shower every other day. That wasn't the fucking come to Jesus, brother, ew moment. The come to Jesus, brother, ew moment was he confessed to taking wet wipes or bleach wipes and bathing with those. Am I insane? Oh, dear God, that is a real thing. That's a real... oh, that's disgusting. That is fucking disgusting. Yeah, it was a podcast. Yeah, he did say... Yeah, okay. Brother, ew. Yeah, whore baths is what they call that, I believe. And if somebody has the talent and the skill set to find that clip, I would play that shit today. I really need to clip that. Wet wipes, not bleach wipes. Wet wipes. Sorry, wet wipes.
I'll say we did not go a whole day without any support on Kick. So there you go, Markula.
Oh man, that's sad as shit.
The fact that it's Markula, I kind of... if it's from this source, it would be great because Markula is from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Carl, I don't like the way you try to sell my house.
Oh man.
And Rod needed a $10 super chat, $10 for Rogue Game, joking.
He said Friday is his shower day and he uses moist towelettes on other...
Phil, I'm pretty sure Rogue Game's way more expensive than $10, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I never got it. I probably never will. But the most annoying part of having a hairline like this is that if it were even on both sides, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's called symmetry, dumb fuck.
But instead, I have more hair here and less hair here, and it's fucking annoying because it's uneven. It would
shave it.
Because even on both sides, it wouldn't matter, right? So maybe I should take my own razor and shave the other hair.
Shave it over there. Then people won't mention anything. Then I'll have like the Dan Aykroyd hairline.
What in the hot, crispy Kentucky Fried Fuck? Yeah. I remember hearing about it for the first time and being quite repulsed by it. But it's such an unhinged fucking thing to hear that when I remembered it, I was like, no. I probably fucking imagined that. But no, I had to have been 10 people like, no, he said that shit.
Right? Or the Bill Murray hairline. Because
What's
I
up,
have the similar
Kylie?
hairline. That's how I used to look when I was in elementary school. My mom used to comb my hair like that. But actually, the truth is, that's why my hairline is much less on one side than the other. Because all the way until I was like maybe 16, 17 years old, my mom always did my hair like that. So because she always parted the hair there, it actually fucked up my hairline.
This motherfucker left this shit live on the internet. He did not scrub this.
And that's why, right, that's exactly where my part was, right where my hairline's fucked up. You see? Can't we just watch the stream and enjoy without being consistently pestered about support and being shamed for it? No, in fact, you're getting banned right now. I'm not even kidding.
Why is that funny? Honest question.
No, now you're banned. Fuck off. Very nice. That's what you get for being a little bitch.
The man asked you to stop begging. Why does that make him a bitch?
Where do you think you are? This isn't bitching hour. This is...
What's up, Den Style? How you doing, man?
Black Ops 6, bitch. And I'm kicking ass tonight, and I got adrenaline pumping, and we got support, and we're going to hit the
Adrenaline.
goddamn goal, and we're going to keep this rolling. Well, the truth is, if a Cowboy fan, I don't care. If a Cowboy fan says, I think you look decent, it's better than like LTG who turns off his camera constantly. I don't care. I don't actually care how I look. What annoys me...
Obviously, we know. We can tell. It's apparent.
...is when my hair sticks up in the back of my head. I hate that. That actually bothers me.
In the back of your head, the back of your neck, the back of your mind, where it always tells you.
But outside of that, I don't care. I know that I'm 43 years old and I'm not a fucking model. I'm just a gamer. I don't care.
I'm just saying, man, I'm 41. Jin Jaha 43. Jaha is an absolute goddamn tank.
They told DSP to get off my dick. This hasn't been the first, second, third, fourth, fifth person to send me something about this nigga DSP talking shit. Subliminally, listen. Me and DSP should even be
Okay, dude, could you stop eating, please? Like, I'm begging you.
mentioned in the same sentence. Somebody sent me a video talking about DSP says...
What? Smitty Weberman Jensen, thank you for the 2, says Batman couldn't beat info that Phil sets out of me. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, if I had taken the hobo shower or the whore shower at some point in my life, I would just not reveal that fact ever. Like, somebody put you up on a lie detector test. Have you ever taken a hobo shower? No. Well, the lie detector says that's a lie. Cool. Don't care. No, I've never done that. I definitely haven't done that. There's a video of you doing it. No, there's not. No, there's not. That video doesn't exist. I did not take a hobo shower. No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just not going to admit to that.
LTG is trying to avoid taxes.
Crypto, it's where you take wet wipes and just wipe your body down.
Click on a video, and this motherfucker that's been rocking a goatee for 20-something years. I don't know why the fuck you rock the same style of goatee for 20-something years.
All right, guys, I want to play some more, so let's continue. But please keep the support up. You guys are awesome right now with the support, and I appreciate that. Let's get...
Yeah, also a whore bath, yes.
Someone else on Kick to become a sub or gift a sub. That way it's not all on It's a Me Markula tonight. Let's get someone else to support on Kick, all right? Right now, if someone did 20 subs, we'd be good. We did the goal. And I give you the OG badge and the VIP badge. We'd be good.
No one gives a shit. It's fucking pixels, Phil. No one cares.
Who's going to take the offer? Let's do it right now. Can I summon demons with my hairline? Not yet. I've been working on it. I think I'd have to make it more like a pentagram up here then, right? Like a pentagram. Maybe I'll get a pentagram tattoo. Look at all that moral support over on Kick. Wow. Amazing.
Oh no.
Too bad moral support doesn't pay the bills. What the hell just happened with the camera? What are you doing? Come over here.
What a complete asshole.
No shit.
Watch dog kilo incoming on your location. Hostile counter UAV established above.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just absolutely brick, like, dumbass stupid. Okay, but was that friendly fire right there, or is he just not giving a shit that he's being engaged from the ass?
Hostile counter UAV established above.
Oh, that must have been friendly. Okay.
Great. Now we got a fucking chopper.
Smoked.
Nothing I can do. So I was doing great.
I was doing great until the idiot came and wasted a spot on our team, but then made the entire downward spiral of the team. None can be done with that.
Oh, he was being trolled? Okay.
Yeah, I have a Cowboy fan. Every time I try to play this, what happens is a troll tries to join the lobby. What they'll do is they'll look at the other people who are listed in my lobby, and most people don't have the ability to join a game through their account off. I do, because I'm a streamer, but a lot of people don't. They leave everything as open, right? So then they join the lobby, they try to get on my team, and then they do what they just did. So they're not actually playing. They're just running around following me, tagging the map to distract my whole fucking team so we can't...
And a normal person would ask themselves, why do people do this to me? Maybe I'm the problem. Not Phil. Oh, no.
Pay attention because it's so loud. And then they shoot whatever they're near me to give away my position. So that's what they do. And they've done this for years. This is not a new thing. Usually, by hiding the matchmaking like I'm doing right now, we're good because no one quits. But if someone quits the match early like a bitch, like someone did on my team, then we...
Yeah, but you quit all the time.
Get screwed over. Right. Can't hit anyone. Mm-hmm.
Iron is not on his body.
I'm the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
G-Berg, I did see this. This stream, he shot at his own shadow in game. I saw that on Twitter from, I think that being said, that was just fucking legendary. Thank you for the 2 pounds, my dude. Iron sights are not on your target here. No, I'm sorry, I wasn't clicked on here. Okay. Not on target, not on target, not on target. You're shooting at the banister. You're at the banister. Not on target. Not on target. Not on target. Not on target. You're 6 feet behind him. Banister, 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 banister. The iron sight, the front post was never on target. Not once, not for a millisecond was it on target.
Right, can't hit anyone. Mm-hmm. Dude,
smoked.
No, enough. He ran in the door,
like
I even fired. He judders forward in a teleportation animation. Look.
There's a teleportation animation?
It's up and I'm instantly dead. Fuck this laggy piece of shit fucking game. Treyarch can literally kiss my hairy fucking ass.
Close enough.
I'm a scat man.
They have no idea how to make a video game. What a waste of time. So you're going to put me in
so you do it.
A match now with higher latency than
No. Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead. Make a video game.
Everyone else and nothing ever registers? No. Fuck you. Fuck you, you dumb fucking idiots who don't know how to make games. Unreal garbage.
Was monkey? Oh, not. Oh. I was doing good all night, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Taking Bravo, underway.
He didn't even get a fucking round off.
Again. Whatever you...
What do you mean again?
You say.
Well, find me the round. Find me the muzzle flash from his fucking Uzi looking fucking piece of shit here.
Taking Bravo, underway.
Again.
Where was it?
Whatever you say. Ultra slow-mo, can't throw the grenade, comes out super late, has no effect on the guy. I drew and fired. All of a sudden, my bullets have no effect. I die instantly.
What? Hey, Kaynor, thank you for the 2, my dude. Says, sup, bro? Hope you were doing well. Doing back day today. Hey, back day was for me today as well. Been doing lighter reps with focusing on contraction all the way through. Oof, that really, really slow, deep, like pull. God damn it, slow and deep. I say slow and deep. How am I going to do that, you know? Yeah, no, it was a good back day. It was a good back day.
3 in a row.
Bro, I have told you. What have you told me, Burdock? What did I miss?
It's going to keep quitting until they stop giving me skill-based matchmaking and putting me in laggy matches. So it might be 4 or 5 I have to quit out of. Seriously. I'm waiting for them to cut the shit and let me play the game. They're not letting me. 3 in a row, all laggy matches. Fuck this. There's no such thing as a bot lobby, you incredible fucking dunce. There's so many people playing this game, there aren't bot lobbies. Bot lobbies are for games that don't have players, you idiot.
God damn.
Again, the game literally lagged, skipped frames, then I was eating bullets and I was dead. It didn't even show anything, I was already skipping around. Great. Okay.
2 rounds on target.
Right there.
You had 2 people engaging you.
Every single bullet connects, I die instantly.
You had 2 people engaging you.
Does it make sense?
Oh, God. Steve, oh. What? 2 seconds, Steve. Catfish with a 2. Thank you so much. Just helping pick up Milk Bear slack. Withholder. Oh, no. Chat's going to start picking on Milk Bear now. You did kind of bring it on yourself, though, Milk Bear, with the ties. I'm just saying. What did you send me, Steve? Let's find out.
What I try to do is I try to work out every other day. Whatever day.
What?
I'm showering. So that way I eat dinner, right? I work out. Now I'm just
doing what?
Disgusting, covered in sweat, and then I shower right after. But today, what happened? I didn't get my normal schedule because my fucking videos wouldn't upload. They were all glitched out and not working right. It took me a while to figure out how to get them to work. By the time I got them to work, I had to cook, eat, and shower, and there was no time for the workout. So that's what happens. Is it just sucks. Nothing I can do about it.
What work? You have no arm!
It's alright, I already worked out twice in the last few days, so it's all
No.
Last 4 days I worked out twice. Today was supposed to be my 3rd day. Yeah.
Do you think anybody buys this?
Okay.
Oh my god. Steve, fuck you. Like, from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. I did not. Yeah, I worked out twice today. This was going to be day 3. Day 3 was going to be fingers. Okay, I would squeeze a stress ball. What was day 1? Day 1 was eyes. Okay, I would look up and then I'd look down and I'd look left and right, and then day 2 was calves. And what I would do is I'd just walk around the living room on my toes, and I got a good workout. I'd be sweating like hell, guys. Sweating like hell. Tomorrow is nose day and sinus day. Sinus day, very, very tough. You know, I have to do 10 reps of you know, at least 3 times. It's a rough workout, guys.
Dude, what? I got the drop on him. I hit him first. Again, look, 33 milliseconds instead of like 16, so now no one dies. Why is the game so fucking bad?
Because you're bad.
Are you kidding?
Dear
He went behind
God.
cover.
I saw him before.
The game's so fucking bad.
I was like, wow, you're just waiting to die. Right now. Hi, I'm Phil. I'm waiting to die.
Are you kidding? He went behind cover, then his bullets killed me when he was...
He went behind cover. He was, hi, I'm here. How you doing? I'm gonna shoot you now.
in cover. I'm just gonna quit again. Until I get a good match that's in the teams, there's no point in playing the game. It's a piece of shit.
You cannot be this bad.
Until I get a game in team connection, there's no point in playing a match. All these 30, 40, 50 millisecond matches are just completely laggy as shit. What a bunch of assholes. I'm supposed to do something about that, huh? What exactly would you like me to do besides die?
Did you mag dump a wall? What the fuck? No, hold on.
Shit. What a bunch of assholes. I'm supposed to do something about that, huh? What exactly would you...
Okay, so yeah, person there.
Like me to do?
Gone. Wall. No one there. Shooting air. Full mag dump. He's reloading now. Why wouldn't I can't with this motherfucker.
Okay, wait again. Let's see if I can find a match. That's 4 in a row that were all awful.
I bet his prostate is the size of a... Bro!
He quit until they give me a match with a good connection. He knows it was good. 30 plus milliseconds.
Beside, thanks for the 5. Here's my support for a new PR on the snort sack workout. Yeah, it was rough. It was a rough workout, guys. I was sweating my ass off. I mean that literally. I've actually seen him stand up and with them pants on. He has no ass. He sweat his ass off. Unironically.
Till I get one that's a good connection, I'll keep quitting. I don't care about fucking win-loss ratio. I don't.
What the fuck was that?
Quitting. I don't care about fucking win-loss ratio. I don't.
Okay. There's your target. Okay. No one. No one. No one. And then... Oh, no. Yeah, let me slow it down. Let me slow that shit down. That was... We'll go to 0.75 because he's got it spun up. But
win-loss ratio. I don't.
At any time, guys, I can pick up a controller and play any game at a professional level.
Okay, try and go for number 5.
Meth Bear with the 5. Thank you. I pre-read this one because it was just a single line, and I fucking hate you. He likes his matches like he likes his girlfriends in the teens. Fuck you. God. And thank you for
go
the
for number 5.
5.
Can we get a working match? That's for 4 in a row that didn't work. All right. Well, guys, last couple of matches. Last chance to support and let us hit the goal, but at this point, I'm not even going to mention it again because I don't think we're going to. Frustrating night with the game running like shit. Bad connections.
Team deathmatch. Neutralize all threats.
I have never heard anybody bitch this hard about matches or connections or anything of the like, or and the like, I think is what it is. Now, what I got next on deck, okay, because this is a little bit different because it's raw Phil, so made it change a little bit. No, don't worry, we're not watching him eat food. We're not. That's not happening. But I wanted to see. I have not got to see the pre-stream of this. I didn't know if there was anything delicious about it. And we're going to go ahead and take a gander because I want... Oh, that was the other thing. I heard he did an entire intro mute. I think. Yeah. Dude. This is what, Phil, this is why you need like avatars or fucking shit like I have where you can see noise like hitting or visualized, right? So what the fuck was that? That's a new, what the fuck was that? Oh, fuck. Hold on. Oh man. So when I was in the Middle East, there was an app I downloaded that allowed us to know if we were going to be targeted by anybody, and I still have that app, and it just went off. So luckily I'm no longer in that area, so no worries there, but that's what that noise was. In any case, yeah, this is why you need something that like visualizes your sound, so that way like you can at a glance know if shit's working. This is amazing. He goes on to do the exact same jet. No. And not often Super Turbo. Last one I played, I think, was Black Ops. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So that was like better part of a decade ago. You have got to be fucking kidding me. What? Oh, hold up. Jesus. Sorry. There we go. Oh, fuck me. I hope they're okay. Yeah, coworkers are having bad things happen. Oh, sorry. Catfish, thank you for the 2, says this intro was the best DSP content in years. You're not wrong. This has been kind of fucking hilarious, unironically. He could have sold this. I don't think he's going to sell it well, but let's find out. Phil, Mr. Burnell. Hold on. Here we go.
Speak! Speak! Why don't you speak? Speak! Speak! Why don't you speak? Speak! Speak! Why don't you speak?
Disaster Street. Hey, Catfish, if I didn't say again, thank you again for the 2. I greatly appreciate it.
Testing. Okay, is it working now? So, this microphone had a firmware update last night. First one it's had since I've ever bought it.
Firmware, really?
And apparently it decided to unmap it in OBS. So I guess we...
Well, yeah, if it's not detected as a fucking system, what? Yeah, if it's not detected as an asset when you booted, if your microphone switched default and you had your microphone set to default, yeah, it's going to switch to the next one.
You got to do the intro over. I don't know why.
Wait, we have to do the intro? No.
Update in OBS. In Windows, it's still set as the default device for audio capture.
Oh, well, then I got nothing on that one
whatsoever that it would not have been selected in OBS. Okay, time for a do-over.
Wait, what? Did we go back? God damn. Jesus, another one? Oh my god. Wait, so... No! Hold on. 11:35, right? When did he say I have to do it again?
Capture? It makes
He legitimately redid the whole thing.
no sense whatsoever that... Okay, time for a do-over.
Oh, because he records this shit. And so he wants it to see... Oh my god.
What is up, everyone?
Kill me. It just... Toaster bath. It...
Welcome. Today is an epic day because today is the release of Doom: The Dark Ages. And so today on the show, I'll talk a little bit about my history with the series and what I'm looking forward to when we play it as it releases as an early premiere later tonight. But before then, we got a podcast, and on today's show...
Dude.
The major topic is something absolutely shocking that I'm sure none of us ever expected. Ladies and gentlemen, The Last of Us Part 2, the TV show, is failing. Holy...
Playing traffic, Phil. Unironically, just it with the better use of your time in Minecraft.
Crap, no way. I never would have expected that. It's totally out of left field, right, everyone? Anyway, we'll talk about this and more, plus more awesome blueprints. So, a great stream ahead, a great podcast in store. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Level 1 podcast.
Hold on. Sorry. Checking on coworkers.
How's everyone today? I hope you're doing well. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 podcast for Monday, the 12th of May, 2025. Today is Doom Day, because...
Obviously, you did the thing I can't believe that. That actually... Ma'am, you were wanting to say something?
He's like, retarded for real.
Today is the early release of Doom: The Dark Ages.
Why are you fucking with your shirt?
Purchased the higher-end digital deluxe edition of the game, then today you have access to it as of 5 p.m. Pacific time. In fact, I believe I can probably pre-download it right now, finally. I've been waiting to do so, and it actually wasn't available for preload as of yet. However...
God damn it, hold on.
It actually wasn't available for preload as of yet. However...
Yeah, not scripted, obviously.
See, it says installed, but when I click on it, error 100%, view progress, see error details. The update failed.
Why are we doing this?
It's literally giving me the update failed over and over. I'm just going to delete it then, uninstall and reinstall it. I had a feeling there was going to be a problem, and I'm curious if we're going to have a problem today with this or not. Because remember, I bought the special edition so I could play it
No
today.
one can. Fucking get to the point, okay? Like this should have been solved. This should have been solved before you ever got on fucking stream.
Don't know if it's gonna work or not.
Then why are you talking about it? Why don't you have something else planned?
Because it seemed to glitch when I bought it, and everyone was like, "Oh, don't worry about it." I have to worry about it. I don't know. I'm trying to see. It says I own it, but there's no download link. So if I go to game, it says play. You're too early. Check the Xbox app for the launch date. I am in the Xbox app, and the game is not installed.
Okay, then do something else.
I think it's screwed up. It won't even let me preload the game.
Okay, then do something else.
Let me see if I close the app and open it. Yeah, that's the problem.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
It's playable as of 5 p.m. But you're supposed to be able to pre-download it early.
Oh, it's only for PC? Is he playing on Xbox?
Yeah, it says play, as if I could play it right now, but it says in 2 days. Which is bullshit, because I bought the special edition. Here it is. Yeah, I don't know. I might be screwed. This thing might be all messed up. And I'm going to be pretty upset, you know, if this doesn't work when I spent extra money.
He's using the Xbox app on PC. It's been pre-downloaded on Xbox since Saturday.
Play install. This is a bundle with multiple options. What do you want to play? The regular edition or the DLC, the skin pack, the Slayer skin, or the art book? I guess the art book and soundtrack didn't install, but the other things apparently did.
What?
Yeah, this is all messed up. The way they did it is so...
Wait a minute, did he actually buy it? Because, like Copium says here, isn't it on Game Pass?
So stupid. I don't know if it's going to work. I'll show you what I mean. Ready?
No.
Sorry, because like I wasn't, going to actually do this.
Where's your order number?
So look,
show me the order number, Phil.
Doom the Dark Ages Premium Edition.
We'll cancel it for you.
Right? 5 hours, 18 minutes.
Bitch. There is not a single motherfucker in your chat that does not understand HMS means hours, minutes, seconds. Especially when the seconds are counting down every second, and after 60 of them count down, the minute decreases by 1. I know this is hard to understand, but logic dictates that shut the fuck up.
And it says play install. Pre-order $99.99. Why? I already have it. Why would it have a pre-order button if I already have it? Right? And then play install. Look at this that pops up. So I guess maybe it'll work from that link. I hope so. I hope it'll work from that link because I paid extra to play it early today.
Didn't he shit on literally anybody that bought whatever other games extra, that paid extra to get early access? Is that not like his MO? He shits on people for doing that?
So that we could play it days early. Why? Because I realized that if we played it later in the week, we wouldn't have a lot of time to really focus on it. Because on Friday, it's the release of the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which I want to play. So
okay, so it's what you want, not what works. Cool.
I have 2, new releases out basically at the same time. If I waited until Wednesday night to play, I'd only have Wednesday and Thursday. This way we have tonight, we have tomorrow, we have another day at least to play it. And if we like it, we can play a lot of it before the Capcom Fighting Collection comes out. Okay?
Is that like a lot of people?
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it works. It claimed on that page that it was going to come out, in 5 hours, which is perfect. We're going to play it tonight at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, Master Betty. I can't even say that name normal. I can't. I am Master Betty.
I'm excited to play it.
I thought so.
And figure out what the heck it actually is. Here's why. Doom, when I was growing up in the 90s, was a very...
Oh my God, Grandpa, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Yes, we know. Doom is an amazing success story. It was an amazing first-person shooter when it came out. Really cool. Started off as shareware, became, you could buy it the whole 9 yards. Wonderful. Great. Mod community is out there. Speedrunning community is out there. Spawned Doom 2. Doom 3 was kind of weird. And then it spawned Doom 2016. We know. Everybody knows. Unless you're fucking 5, everybody knows.
Very popular gaming franchise on PC. Now, in the 90s, I was a console gamer. Super NES was my big console, but later on, I got N64 and PS1.
At least he didn't say I bought.
And Dreamcast, okay? But I did have a PC, and I did play some games on it. Notably, I played Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom Ultimate Edition, as well as later on Duke Nukem, Hexen, and then I started playing games when it went 3D, like Quake, Quake 2, Quake 3, Unreal Tournament, etc. So
Why do you have to say tournament? Why can't you just say tournament?
So I was into the whole, generation of awesome action FPS.
RPGs, you fucking confused.
Really difficult, gory, gauntlets and gauntlets of enemies jumping out, trying to find hidden passages and puzzles, key cards. I was there for it. I wasn't necessarily super hardcore into it, but I did enjoy playing it when I had a chance. I didn't have a high-end PC or anything, but it was fun playing these games in the mid to late 90s when the games were getting older. The games became a lot more readily available.
No, I'm not even going down that road.
So then when Doom 3 came out in the early 2000s, I actually really liked it. Doom 3 was a hybrid between, like survival horror, think like almost like Resident Evil-esque, combined with the style of gameplay of original Doom. It was kind of this unique hybrid. And a lot of people didn't like it.
It was
but
different, I'll give it
really
that.
liked it. I thought that it was really well done the way that they had executed it. And, I was hoping that they were going to continue with the franchise that way. Little did I know that Doom 3 would be the end of
a one-click solution puzzle, of course.
Doom.
Yeah, and his Doom Eternal takes are hot fucking garbage. They really are. Doom Eternal plays more like Quake than the 2016 Doom did, and I love that fact about it.
Until 2016. So yeah, I mean, nearly 15 plus years to wait for another installment of Doom. It's pretty crazy. And then when it came back in 2016, I loved it. If you didn't see my playthrough of Doom 2016 from 9 years ago, one of my most beloved games of that year. I absolutely liked everything about it. The homage that it had to classic Doom.
Oh my god, I got this reference. I fucking hate that I have to do this. Do you like ID software? They were a little new wave for my taste, but when Doom 3 came out in 2004, I think they really hit a new stride, commercially and artistically. The entire game has a clean, crisp sound, and... Hey, Paul!
The new gameplay mechanics and graphics, all that is just amazing. Perfect combination. I thought, wow, what a great way to reboot the series. But then there was Doom Eternal. And for those who don't know, Doom Eternal
was amazing.
I did not really like. I felt like Doom Eternal was a misstep. And the reason...
Yes, and we know, and you are fucking regarded for saying so.
...reason being was because, number one, the game became incredibly repetitive in the way that it played. And what I mean by that...
Oh my god, because Doom 1, Doom 2 definitely were not repetitive in any way, shape, or form.
It became more about a rock, paper, scissors style circle of gameplay loop.
No.
And it didn't really matter what you were fighting, where you were, what you were doing in the story. You could play it exactly the same. Essentially what it was...
Mr. Shut the fuck up, let me play the game like Doom 3 had a dog shit story.
Kill enough enemies to get health power-ups, then kill enough enemies to get the armor power-ups, then kill enough enemies to get ammo, and then build up your rage meter, and then just go through between all three of these things. And that was it. Like, that was the whole game. And it just felt more to me like it was more like an adrenaline junkies game.
Uh-huh.
Than anything you had to use intelligent thought for.
Doom is not a fucking intelligent... It's not chess, Phil. Doom is not chess. Doom is not checkers. Doom is... I want to kill demons from hell and feel badass doing it with awesome graphics. God.
Now, I played it and beat it, but I just didn't really like it. I thought that Doom 2016 was much closer to the tone and what they were going for in the original Doom games from the 90s, while Eternal went off the deep end, particularly with the story.
Who cares about the story?
Doom guy, because that's what he used to be called, the Doom guy, or the Space Marine, all of a sudden now became the Slayer. He's a universal hero who actually existed at various points in time. He was fighting against...
Again, This is Mr. Shut the fuck up with the story. This man can recall every fucking facet and detail about the Doom story, which is all optional, by the way. You can skip every cutscene. You don't have to read any lore. All of it's optional. Just skip, kill demons. You can skip all of it.
It's both angels and demons, killing them all. It's like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? The story of Doom is incredibly simple. Scientists went too far and decided to open dimensional portals, thinking they were going to find some kind of power or discovery there. And instead, they invited demons into our dimension, which started taking over Mars and then eventually Earth. Well, one man said enough of this
link
shit.
it if you can, or
Killed my
send it to me
goddamn
in
pet. Was it a pet cat or dog or rabbit or something? I don't even know what it is. But you killed my pet. I've had enough. It's time for revenge. And he literally just picks up anything in his way to kill these demons, and he's unstoppable. He's literally an unstoppable force.
But if not, send it to me.
That's the plot of Doom. No one will beat the Space Marine. He is an unstoppable force of...
Wait. His cat's name was Daisy? One of my cats named is Daisy.
Testosterone, rage, and revenge.
Yeah, things you know nothing about. Maybe that's why his take is so bad.
So, one man versus an entire dimension, and he's winning. Okay? Very simple.
Oh, it was a pet rabbit, wasn't it? That's right.
We didn't... Exactly. Doom guy or Space Marine was the original John Wick. You guys have hit...
No! John Wick did not carry a rocket launcher, a fucking chain gun, two shotguns, okay? No!
Hit it on the head. It's the same plot. Now, it works, does it not? John Wick has had how many movies?
Oh, and a chainsaw.
And he's still successful. Apparently, they're bringing him back for another one. So, the plot works. So why, in Doom Eternal, did they have to then go ahead and do some really stupid shit in regards to the plot and make, now he's the Doom Slayer, the universal hero, and all of that? It doesn't make any sense.
Why is he molesting the absolute shit out of his shirt?
It feels to me like they took the plot of Doom and they handed it over to, I don't know, like a caffeine-fueled 14-year-old. A zit-faced teenager who likes writing fan fictions. And he's like, I'm going to come in an idea. This is going to be a great idea, everyone. And he comes up with this dumb shit and he uploads it to the internet.
Look, I tell you what, man. I will take the 14-year-old's fan fiction every day of the week, if that's what you want to call it. I will take that. 100%. I will read it. I will enjoy it over a 20-year-old's incel manifesto. Okay? Be ashamed, Phil. Be ashamed.
And service community, right? And then everyone just criticizes it and it's like, wow, what a stupid idea. That's now the plot of Doom. Who approved it? I have no fucking clue. It's really dumb. And the worst part is most of the plot doesn't even happen in Doom Eternal. It all takes place in these logs that you have to read. Do you remember Doom 1 and 2 when you were reading logs all the time?
Why were you reading logs?
So you see the point I'm making is that Doom Eternal really took both the gameplay and the story elements and threw it in a direction.
I'm gonna need bourbon for this. Holy fuck.
That just didn't feel like Doom at all. Doom 2016 had homages to the classic Doom and did modernize some things, and it felt like the perfect blend. Doom Eternal felt like, let's throw away all of the amazing history that this franchise has and just make it something that it never was before, and I didn't like it.
Dude, the Doom soundtrack is so fucking metal.
Now, Doom The Dark Ages is supposed to be a prequel. Oh boy, you guys know how much
of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Ice, exactly. Thank you for the 2. Easy summary. Doom Guy is the ultimate power fantasy. Yes, this is why I'm gonna probably go buy it on the PS5. Is Doom is the not only, but one of the few sources of that 80s style macho Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator type, against all odds testosterone fueled ride. I'll agree with him on that. It's a testosterone-fueled ride. The end. The depth is over. We're done with it. If you want to go and have more depth, sure, they've got the lags and other shit. Otherwise, just fucking play the goddamn game. Much like your fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 thing. Oh my god, they won't stop talking. I just want to play the game. Okay, shut the fuck up and play the game. Thank you. Again, Ice for the 2. And Smitty Weberman Jensen, I think I got that right. Thank you for the 2, saying rather PWR explain WWE lore than hear Phil talk about this. No shit, man. I would rather hear him talk about how we're hot and we're getting contributions and Lord Diaz, he's an effing coward. Okay, I would rather hear that shit than anything Phil is talking about right now. Also, pause game on point. Just getting that out there.
Much I love prequels, right? It's supposed to be a story of how the Doom Slayer actually was a hero in the past, again, fighting against entire dimensions of demons and angels and all of this crap. So this is supposed to explain that.
Yeah, I mean, somebody could, kill my dog or steal my dog, Steve. Spock is my dog, and I would have to buy a bandsaw for when I found them.
Right? And this is supposed to be a story where he's kind of like a knight, and he uses a sword and shield. Of course, he does use guns, but he can also parry bullets and do crazy stuff.
Oh, that one. Okay, I did see this one. Hold on. Let me go. Fuck it. Let's see. Rippin' and Terran. The interview got out of control quickly. Oh, dear God. I'm gonna get demonetized for this shit. Fuck it. Let's go. Oh, I love Bulletstorm, by the way. Bulletstorm was a great game.
What brings you to hedonism that many times?
The wild women, the wild.
Why is it so quiet?
Wild women, the ripping and the
Oh, it's in my left ear, that's why.
The Terran.
Good night, everybody. Good night. ES. Come here. Come here. You go to the corner. You go to the corner right now. I fucking hate you so goddamn much.
I see it is. It can be fun. It could work. It could also fall flat on its face and suck. But I want to judge it very fairly. I'm going to be playing it on PC with keyboard and mouse as opposed to a controller. All right. And I hope that it's going to be good. Really, I do. We're going to find out tonight. I paid extra to play the
Search and destroy.
Oh, shit. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Duty. How you doing, man? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Not the $5, but the 5 gifted subs. Let's see who got it. We got... What? Not Vanguard D Nice this time, but we have Cobain, Jesse Green 619, John Boy 420, Lady Rara, and Tuck. Simply Tuck. I don't know why I like it though. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. Welcome.
Releases came out, and I certainly hope that it's going to be a good game, and we're all going to enjoy and have a great time together. Can't guarantee that, but I'll tell you, I'm going to do my honest best.
Oh, thank you, Duty.
Tonight on my late stream to try to enjoy it and make this an entertaining, thing. Maybe it's one of these things where I just got to stop caring and instead just say it's like a popcorn movie. Unplug your brain. Don't think too hard.
I tell you what, dude, you have a mastery of not caring, but typically it's how you progress in life. I heard that he refused to talk about his savings account and 401k. Is that in this stream? Because I really want to get to that.
And just, murder giant armies of monsters and enjoy the gameplay and the visceral nature of it.
Oh, shit. Hold on, Ghost. Let's see. You want to see X-Men just being pissed at everybody and wanting to fight everyone? Enjoy this vid to break the monotony. Fuck it. Why not? Let's see.
Good training today, team.
The danger room is so cool.
Stabbing holograms is almost as good as the real thing.
This is the only place where I can touch some without killing them.
And without getting arrested.
What?
I know whose simulation history I'm checking once we get out of here. Open the doors for us, would you, Danger?
Access denied.
I'm going to have to watch this one later. But I like it. I like it.
Then...
Wait, I'm in the wrong one. Sorry, I've been the wrong one.
And if that's the case, I guess that's what we do. All right? So, if I don't go into it with the wrong mindset, maybe I'll like it more. When I went into Doom Eternal, I was totally expecting, hey, Doom 2016.
We are having a robust stream. Actually, Dax, I got to say that correctly. We are having a robust and tangy stream. Correct?
Some upgrades. And it wasn't that at all. It literally...
God damn, that one fucking vibrated my brain.
So... what will this one be? I guess we'll find out. All right, as you can see, I'm pumped for it. We got Doom text on my leaderboard, right? We've got Doom animations with other animations, but Doom animations on my
That's Elden Ring.
screen here today. I got hell itself behind me, the flames of hell burning in my studio here. I'm ready. Okay? And I've also, yeah, Dabhan says we can finish it easily. It's only about 15 hours long. You know what? Good. Because a game, if it is adrenaline fueled and full of action and all that, do you really need 40 hours of that?
Yes.
If it's 15 hours long, that's good, I feel. Like, maybe we'll beat it within a couple of weeks, and it won't feel like it's overstayed its welcome, right? It'll just be like a good length game. I'd be okay with that. So I guess we're going to see how it goes starting tonight on my late stream. I hope you'll join me. 6:45
Stop touching. Okay, your hair, your shirt has become your hair. Stop touching it.
p.m. Pacific time. The stream will go live. Typically, gameplay starts around 7:15 p.m. Pacific time. We'll play it for around 2 to 2.5 hours, and then we're going to do it again tomorrow as the daytime stream. So that'll be another 2.5 to 3 hours. So between the first two sessions, we'll get 5+ hours in of Doom the Dark Ages and be able to make a judgment. If we really like it, I'm going to play it a lot more this week. I'll probably do it again on Thursday, maybe even
Yeah,
Friday.
well, the thing is that he wants to power through most games, unless they're those games that like 1 or 2 whales show up every single time and throw him like multiple hundreds of dollars. Then he'll slow that bitch down. But otherwise, he wants to get through the game as fast as humanly possible, so it doesn't become stagnant. Correct, and he can maximize the amount of money he's getting out of it, only to move on to the next thing, like straight up.
Friday night. If we don't like it as much, or it's just kind of then maybe we'll play a little less. But my goal is to try to get between 7 to 8 hours in this week, and then next week to try to beat it. Because I would like to complete it before other new releases start hitting this month, because there are a few more big new releases coming out that I want to cover, and I don't want to be inundated with too many games. For example, we know I'm not beating Claire Obscure anytime soon, right? I love Blueprints, but I don't know how far I'm realistically going to get in the game now, because people aren't
Fort Worth raised what funny parts?
showing up for Blueprints when it's a night stream. For whatever reason, it didn't work as a night stream, but it has been working as a day stream.
For whatever reason, we have now gone from it totally was because of my European Read 1 viewer in Europe to, for some reason, it just didn't work as a night stream.
So I don't know how much Blueprints I can squeeze in between all of the new releases. We'll have to see. I'm doing it today, but after today, we might not even be playing it again this week. Probably not. All right, we'll have to see. Anyway.
Power sip.
Thank you for being here for the Level 1 podcast. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my history with Doom, because I do love the franchise. I hope that this one actually ends up being better than Doom Eternal was for me. I am a little nervous about it, I'm not going to lie, but at the same time, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this will be a great playthrough and that everyone will enjoy it, especially because I paid some extra to get it early so that we could have more time to play it this week and not have to cram it all in at the end of the week also when a new fighting game comes out, okay? All right, good stuff. So, I hope you're all doing well. The good news here is that we have been doing great in regards to support recently.
Why would you tell people this?
We are at 58 out of 60 goals hit. Only 2 more goals are needed for DSP tries at Wingstop, which seemed to be the one you guys were most interested in, because I had never had Wingstop before and never had done a DSP tries it on it. Now, we've already had a better idea. The next DSP tries it will not be fast food, but instead I'm going to actually order from a sit-down restaurant. How
about you go to the sit-down restaurant?
I don't know if it'll be like Red Robin or Applebee's or something like that.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
But it's going to be a chain that now are trying to offer food that is rivaling fast food when it comes to pricing and value, but it's a better quality. For those who don't know, in the United States, fast food prices have absolutely skyrocketed in the last year. You've gone from being able
Why are we talking?
Get a combo at McDonald's for like
God.
$8, $9 to now the cheapest one is like $17. It's absolutely ridiculous. The food prices are almost
Why
double.
are you doing this
Oh
to
my
me?
God,
who the hell cares?
And people now are starting to argue.
Don't care, didn't ask, cry about it, stay mad, get real, L mold seed cope.
Why on earth are we spending $20+ for a meal for fast food when we know the quality is bad?
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
When we could spend that same amount of money at an actual sit-down restaurant like Red Robin, Applebee's, someone just said Denny's even.
Kill
and you can get a
yourself.
higher quality meal, but it's still takeout. So I'm actually going to try some of this stuff and give it a shot. I haven't eaten an Applebee's in a very long time, like over a decade. So it'll be interesting.
Why is it it's always over a decade? I refuse to believe this man has not eaten at any restaurant, every restaurant, at over a decade.
Okay, anyway, so the good news is stuff's been going well. Last night, we did not hit our support goal for Call of Duty, but we actually did really good on the first stream yesterday, so it didn't really matter. It kind of evened out. We're currently at 58 out of 60 goals, all right? So, today, if we have a really well-supported first stream right now, and we hit 2 goals, we'll actually be doing DSP tries at Wingstop today at the end of this stream. If we don't hit it on the stream, that's okay. Okay. Let's say we hit a goal on this stream and a goal for Doom tonight, then we'll be doing DSP tries it tomorrow after the daytime stream of Doom, The Dark Ages. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what kind of support that we can get for Blueprints today. And hopefully we hit the goal and we can stay on pace. If somehow we get some people who come in here and are incredibly generous, then awesome. And obviously that would be amazing if it happened. I'm not really foreseeing that happening. For example, so far this week, guess how we're doing on Kick after our first streaming day? 2 subs.
And there was much rejoicing.
So, yeah, Kick has definitely slowed down recently. It sure would be great if you're watching on Kick and you like the content if you could support it.
Hey, King
2 subs,
Jad, how you doing?
Arguably the slowest we've had to a start on Kick any
And there was much rejoicing.
week that I've streamed on it. It'd be great to get that picking up. Please consider supporting the stream today. Also, keep in mind, viewership on Kick helps because now I'm part of the Kick Partner Program. So if you are watching on Kick, thank you simply for watching. That does help, okay? Obviously, subs are more important overall, but just the viewership.
I have never heard somebody blatantly say, like, I'm a executive platinum with American Airlines, right? Their messaging is always, we value all of our customers. We value all of our customers. And they'll tell you, yeah, there are some people that get more perks, based on their status. So executive platinum is going to get the highest perks under, like, the only other one is concierge key, which is invite only. But I have never heard a company, have a gold, a platinum, and an executive platinum and be like, we appreciate your support, but that guy, he matters more than you. I've never heard a company do that. But I just heard Phil fucking say it. Like, viewers are great, but obviously the only thing that matters is subs.
Is good, okay? Tangy Savory Seasoning says, I hope we're not planning on ordering fake boneless wings. I want to see if you can do, like, a combo of, like, both. Like, maybe you can get some boneless, some bone in. I want to try both, compare them both, see what they're like.
There is no W in both. There's no L in both.
Okay. So anyway, good stuff. Please, let's get our first support in before we start talking about our major topic of the day. Can we get our first super chat, our first tip, our first membership, and our first sub? Right now, we've got absolutely nothing. 0.
And there was much rejoicing.
Let's get who will be the first person to step up and support the podcast today? Who's it going to be?
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Dying but not dead says, when you eat the wings, could you put the microphone really close to your mouth? I'll have to go like.
It's only funny when I do it, Phil.
That or something. No, there is no advertisements on Kick. There are pluses and minuses to watching on YouTube and Kick. The pluses of watching on YouTube are that you can get the highest quality, 1440p, okay? And I believe on YouTube at any point, you can actually like skip around during the live stream and see, any point. Like if you come in late, you can rewind and go on and watch previous.
I've said this now, I think the last 3 streams. What is he adjusting when he reaches back there? He doesn't move anything.
You missed live. What was the third? There's 3 advantages to YouTube. What's the other one? There's one other one that it's eluding me right now. I can't remember.
I have a built-in. The third one you're thinking of is I have a built-in viewer base of dents that will give me money.
Exactly what it is. On Kick, the advantages are that number 1, the chat's better. It's more based off of the Twitch chat, so you got better emotes and things like that. And there's no ads on Kick. But Kick has disadvantages. For example, Kick is more apt to trolling. So if you're in the Kick chat, you're probably going to get more trolling there. It's less under control. Kick has lower quality. It only does 1080p. As opposed to the 1440p of YouTube. So there's a lot of different advantages and disadvantages to it. Oh, that's another one. When you watch on YouTube, the chat is archived. So if you're watching live, you can rewind and see the chat from there. On Kick, that doesn't happen,
I am
right?
the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Agent 47, thank you for the 2 says, just got new Doom. I love you. Hey, I love you too, bro. No homo. Well, maybe homo. I haven't seen what you look like. I'm joking. No homo.
So if you watch, actually, I don't even know. Maybe it's
I'm the pinnacle of male fitness. I can stand up from a chair.
Joshua Glon, thank you for the 5. It's like a sandwich shop, correct? The expensive steak sandwich is more appreciated than the cheap ham sandwiches. Suffer, ham sandwich, suffer. Yeah, and he deletes the VOD, so no, chat is not archived. Yeah, I was going to say that, but for real. What? Catfish, thank you for the 2. This man boy has to have had a mini stroke. Dude, I didn't realize it until I put the thumbnail out that the drawing of Phil had stroke mouth. Like, his lips, like, just drop 90 degrees off to one side. It was great. It's a fantastic picture.
I think it doesn't work properly. Like, if you watch an archive on Kick, the chat doesn't load right. I've watched archives on Kick and the chat doesn't work right at all when you're watching after the fact. I don't know why, but it always seemed to have problems.
Because the chat is eternal on Kick. You can chat when the stream is off.
Basically, like I said, there's pluses and minuses to both. Both have good things and bad things about them. I can't really tell you, oh, this one way is much better than the other. I don't think so. I think that they both, it's really your personal preference of what you're looking. If you want the absolute best quality, you got to be on YouTube. That you're going to get the best visuals, the best quality of everything on YouTube. But if you're looking for more of the interactive experience, like the chat and stuff, probably Kick's better. Either one is fine. And if you support me on either platform.
What if you were looking for the most, suckerish audience that you could beg to, and they would give you money? Who would you pick then, Phil?
It helps. Either way, like you're watching on YouTube, well, ads run and I get paid for there. I'm in the partner program on Kick. Viewership helps me there. If you support really super chats, subs, memberships on either platform, it all helps. So there you go. Okay. No, see, I don't know anything about that, Mariah.
Delayed gratification. Get it?
Gary says, watching at 1440p on YouTube, it actually lags a bit, meaning you're behind. I guess because it has some processing time. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't really watch live streams on YouTube, so I wouldn't know anything about that. Okay. All right, guys, let's get our first support, and then we'll get to our first topic.
Are we holding the stream hostage?
Of The Last of Us Season 2, which is all the buzz
and
right now.
And why are we bouncing? What is the... Are you on the meth, Phil?
Oh, what's going on with it? What a shocking twist that what's happening to the show is actually happening. No way would I have ever been able to predict this one, right? Right.
Oh, no, Brian. Oh, no. Oh, this is the Neil Druckmann bit.
Phil has supported with the first membership of the day. Did it pop up? Oh, it didn't pop up. With the first membership of the day.
Phil, thank you for coming back to Broside Interviews DSP. Tyrone starts living with you. He's upstairs with Kat while you're, streaming, so to speak. And then Tyrone, I know, had to go away for a while. You guys actually slept in the same bed for a while. What was it, the first thing that she said to you when you guys actually were clothless and laying next to each other? I just forget.
Did it pop up?
Thank you, Phil.
Oh, it didn't pop up because it wasn't given out yet. YouTube has to assign it. Then it pops up. That's right. Thank you, Big Papa Phil, for the first membership of the day.
Oh, that's all right, Jenny Chase. I understand.
Contribution of the day. Big Papa Phil just gifted a second membership. That's 2 for today. There's our first one. Congrats, Mark. Thank you, Big Papa Phil.
Hey, click your 10 legs. I work out my snort sacks. We went through this. I do 10 sets of 3 on nose day.
We got 2 memberships thanks to Big Papa Phil. Who's going to be our first super chatter of the day? Who's going to be our first sub over on Kick? And who's going to be the first tip via PayPal?
Fuck, man, maybe this is what all YouTubers need to do, right? Is just be like, hi, guys, I'm here having my gaming stream. I'm here having my React to Phil stream. And we're not going fucking anywhere until people give me goddamn money. Maybe he's unlocked the key to contributions. Who the fuck knows?
Let's get some other stuff going.
God.
And then we'll advance here. Good stuff.
Best shot captured on film. 1 minute. Okay. Fuck it.
You see, all 3 men had understood.
Oh, yes, I've seen this. This is really cool.
Ignite. and that the thermos flask permits you to store vast quantities of those gases safely in the
this is
frozen
all one
liquid form
take.
until you want to ignite them, at which point you take the top off the flask, the gases evaporate, you apply a light, and boom. Now, 2 gases do that better than any other. And it was Obert's assistant who put them together most efficiently. His name was Werner von Braun, and the 2 gases that he released from his particular version of a thermos flask, the one lying on its side behind me now, were hydrogen and oxygen. If you release those 2 gases into a confined space with a hole at the other end of it,
so cool.
and mix them as you do so, and then set light to them, you get that. Destination, the moon, or Moscow.
Or Moscow.
Or Peking.
Yeah, I've seen that. That is really cool.
We got a bunch of highlighted messages on Kick. Well, thanks for that. By the way, guys, I have been trying to pay attention to Kick and see if they're ever going to add anything new to the whole channel point system. And so far, they haven't. Like, I've been keeping my eye on it.
Yeah, but the moral support, Phil. Come on now.
All they have are highlighted messages. It's like, what the heck, man? Are they ever going to do anything different? I don't think anyone, I'll be honest, I really don't think anyone cares about the highlighted messages. Like, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying using them, but I really wish that they would have a special emote, a special badge. You know, they don't do it yet. You definitely Twitch does it, so I hope that
Hey Ghost, thanks for that. I just got content ID claimed. Like they were like, we detected someone else's video in your shit.
Oh, really? Rick Grimes Dime says they have announced they're going to add predictions. So is that wagering of the points? Because people loved the wagering of points on Twitch.
Yeah, guys, it's and I understand where he's coming from here. It's not like you can do anything on YouTube where you can wager points or you can redeem points for things. Like YouTube doesn't allow that. Nobody does. You know, it's a limitation of YouTube. Yeah, it's definitely not something doable with just the most minor amount of research or the smallest amount of effort. Yeah, it's just not possible. Not at all. You're going to get me content ID claimed again, aren't you? Oh, let me see what this is. Hold on.
You chose to broke the law. Live with the consequences.
Wait, what? That was a legit...
You chose to broke the...
So I knew that part. You chose to broke the law. I knew that part.
Law. Live with the consequences.
One more time.
You chose to broke the law. Live with the consequences.
The fuck are consequences? How do you have 2 gaffes in one sentence? How?
Too hard on that. The speedrun is going so fast.
Please give me a trivia question about the lore of the Stanley Parable that only someone like the creator's brother would know. Make it extremely difficult. Also speak like you have an incredibly strong New Jersey accent.
Hey! Listen here, Doug!
Oh my God.
You think you're so smart? Think you know everything about Stanley Parable, huh? Well, we're gonna see about that in the Stanley Parable. There's this off-the-wall secret...
The horse is giving me fucking anxiety.
Right? It's buried so deep, only a couple of guys know about it, but in the game, there's an obscure Easter egg, an old-time audio clip hidden so good, you'd think it was Jimmy Hoffa. But here's the catch, the audio clip ain't part of the game soundtrack, nah. So I'm asking, where's the audio clip from? What's the original source, you know? You got the balls to answer this, or you going to fold faster than the Jets in the 4th quarter?
There's an Easter egg? But fortunately for me, I know the creator of the Stanley Parable. The teacher isn't looking, right? Go.
This derails into him calling a friend, trying to trick the AI into believing the friend is the creator of the Stanley Parable. Oh, dear God. Yeah, it's Peggle in the background. I know. The man loves his Peggle, I guess. I mean, so does Phil, but typically it's Cat doing it. I'll see myself out.
That was so fun when I played that Call of Duty wager if Phil will get 20 kills this game or not. And then I would really try, and if I did, great. And if not, people would win or lose points. That's going to be great then. I'm really excited for that because we were doing great interactive content in 2021, and then Twitch not only kicked me out of the partner program, but then started falsely
they're actually
shutting down my
friends.
streams for stuff I
Nice.
wasn't doing, and I said goodbye Twitch, and I left and never went back. So it sure would be great if Kit could get that back. That'd be fun.
Which boss in Elden Ring do I hate the most dealing with? It has been a hot minute since I've played Elden Ring, but the one that fucking just, I know it's cliche, I just wasn't good at her. Melania just bent me over a barrel.
Oh, I'm well aware that there's gambling on Kick Light Horse. I'm well aware of it. For the record, no, I've not been offered any, what is it, the stakes partnership or whatever it is. I don't know how it works. So I'm not going to seek it out because I don't know what it is, but no one ever contacted me about it.
I have
mean,
not,
they got me
MXT.
right to the partner program, and sometimes they put me on the front page, so they must like me, but I don't really know anything about this stakes
No, they
sponsorship.
think you're fucking hilarious. What did you send now, Ghost? What is it now? What? Chop, 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 chop. What the fuck am I watching? Oh my! Well, where's that character? Why can't I play as that character? This is bullshit!
Plus, I'm probably not interested in gambling.
See the second phase? Hold up. I forgot there was a second phase, to be quite honest. I just saw her just get bodied, so... Jesus Christ. Dude, those things always just fucking terrified me. The first dungeon, whatever you want to call it, the ones where you have to go like into the caves or whatever. The first time I saw this thing, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And they're so fucking weird and creepy. Fuck.
Telling me it was like, oh, it's too good to be true. You're gonna get all these free credits. You gamble them. You keep the money. I'm like, how does that make any sense? They have to make money. So what you're telling me, like, realistically doesn't make sense. They have to make money somehow. So
Dip fuck, they make money on the people watching.
how could that be how it works? I just don't get that.
Fine, don't get it. Take the money.
There you go. Over-unders for boss attempts with predictions. That's right. I can face a new boss in a game and people could say, all right, well, let's see if Phil will beat him within 3 tries, and people wager their points and stuff like that, right? There you go. Yeah, I don't know how it works, Cracker Jack. She says, I think they make money because you're advertising it. Maybe. I don't know. Again, they never contacted me about it. Maybe they just don't want me in it, which is fine. I'm okay with that too. But
No. Got my phone. Let me see if I can get my Morgan Freeman on.
they never contacted me about it. Maybe they just don't want me in it, which is fine. I'm okay.
But it wasn't fine. He was salty like a bitch. Salty like a bitch. Because he wanted to be the most specialist boy ever.
Okay with that too. But okay, when is Elden Ring? Elden Ring Night Reign is the 30th of May, I believe, is the release date. Yeah.
Thanks, Hoffler. I see it. I saw it.
Really? Let me try this. I'm being told there may be a prediction. All right, here we go. So / prediction.
What?
Nope. It says no command matches, so it's not live for me. Maybe it's selective. It says no command matches.
Oh, does he actually nuke kick, or are you asking me a hypothetical, MXT?
It could be that it's only for certain people and it's going to go live. I would like to try it.
Oh, he won't abandon kick because it's guaranteed income. He streams to them. They pay him an hourly rate, guys. Imagine being so fucking tied up with something that, pays less than minimum wage when you could, I don't know, go work a fucking job and get paid way more.
Fan says, looking on Reddit,
But that's why he won't abandon
You
it.
have it installed, which is why it says play id software are aware of the issue and working on it. Great. That's just delightful because again, I can't install it. And I want to play it tonight. It better not fuck my stream up. Yeah, it's dumb. Like, it just is recently updated.
Because you'll do what if it fucks your stream up, Phil? Exactly.
But I deleted it, so it's definitely not installed,
check the DMs. Uh-oh, Clon, what'd you send me?
Yes, wait.
Bames Nond is having a strunk.
The Bond's name. James' name. Please to. What? Bond name's the James. Are you alright? Bames Non's having a strong.
Colabondulance.
Colabondulance.
I only knew that because of it's a fucking Facebook tag group. Oh my god. Broside's having a stroke. Colabondulance.
They install, but what I would think is when it's supposed to be live, if I hit play, it'll say, oh, game not detected. Maybe then it'll install it. I don't know. I hope it fixes itself because there's nothing I can do about it. It won't let me install it. It literally won't let me install it. And it's a Game Pass issue. A lot of people are stuck at 100%. Nothing happens. Others are having your issue. It just says play. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not paying $100 for it when I already paid $30. That's bullshit. It better work tonight. I guess we'll see. Okay. They better fix it. They better patch it or fix it or whatever they need to do by 5. They got 5 hours to fix it. All right. Well, guys, I guess we're not going to get any more support besides Big Papa Phil today. So I guess we're going to go on to our next story.
And there was much rejoicing.
All right. Perhaps the next story will prompt some of you to support the stream.
Hold on, because I love Cyberpunk so much. Just because I like Cyberpunk doesn't mean I'm like an uber fanboy or anything.
Marcel, where are you going with that disc? You are not putting that on again. Marcel, okay, if you press that button, you are in very, very big trouble.
Honestly, I didn't think the combat music was the best in Cyberpunk, but it was all right.
Agree. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, back in 2020.
Hold up. I was told wait. Hold on. Oh, hold on. God. You fucking dick. Oh.
The world was a different place. In 2020,
what?
We had a different president. We had a different person or a different group in charge of the United States government for the most part. And even online, the whole mentality of public opinion and culture basically was very swinging to the liberal side. Okay? And so in
Are we getting pendulum theory here, boys and girls?
2020, when The Last of Us 2 released, and everyone discovered that the game was a bait and switch, meaning the game advertised itself as a direct continuation of the plot of the first game, where Joel and Ellie would continue on their journey of survival in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, and you didn't know what was going to happen because Ellie supposedly was the cure to this whole worldwide infection of cordyceps, but what would happen in the second game? But come to find out, it was misadvertised. It was a bait and switch. As we all know today, the co-protagonist of the game, Joel, is murdered within the first few hours of the game.
Spoiler alert!
And to make it even worse, they allow you to play as Joel in the early game, and then allow you to play as Joel later on in a flashback, which just makes you feel even worse, because most people liked Joel as a character, and most people saw him as the main character of the franchise. So to have him be murdered in such a unceremonious way, and now for the rest of the
Dude, you are literally stealing.
Why are you gay?
Content or phrasing from fucking Critical Drinker.
Game.
And Bob Arcter? Thank you for subbing, man. I appreciate it.
We're forced to either play as Ellie, obviously his adopted daughter, or as Abby, his murderer, was shocking. Now, you might say, well, nothing about that sounds too bad. Well, you're right. To me, that wasn't the problem with the game. The problem was that the rest of the game was literally an insanely ham-fisted, poorly written, poorly paced, poorly executed, torture porn story. Like, literally, Ellie, her entire character is transformed into something completely different.
Okay.
In the first game, we're to expect that she's forgotten everything about what she learned in the first game and becomes a complete idiot, and then becomes a total revenge-fueled psycho killer. Meanwhile, Abby, who you're supposed to be told is a likable, sympathetic character, ends up being a horrible person who goes on to basically sleep around with a guy who already has a pregnant girlfriend, but she doesn't care.
I'll reserve. Hold on.
Right? And she also again, I can continue with how badly this story is written. Basically, there's not a likable character in the story. Like
oh my god, it's your life. They're just like you, Furfur.
Every character in the story is badly written, poorly executed, and not likable whatsoever.
You fucking
In fact, I would go so
gay
far to
bitch.
say you'd have to be a sociopath to like any of the characters in The Last of Us 2, but some people did. So obviously people are stupid.
If you don't think like me, you're dumb. That's a really healthy way to go through life, Phil.
Okay? That was my problem with The Last of Us 2. A lot of people had issue because Ellie is gay and because there's a trans character in the game. I didn't give a shit about those things at all. I really didn't feel like there was a problem with those things. If the story hit and resonated and was a good one, I probably wouldn't have given a shit about anything besides, okay, but it wasn't. I'm sorry. The story is absolutely terribly written, paced, and it's just a horrible way to progress the story when you have to forget everything from the first game that everyone liked. Ellie grew up the ultimate survivor, didn't like drama and the way that teens acted because she grew up in.
Yeah, every teen says they don't like drama and they don't like the way other teens act. It's name me one teen that says, oh yes, I love drama. I'm all about the drama. The amount somebody says they are against drama is directly proportional to how much drama they're in.
A different world. She was reading a diary of an angsty teen saying, I can't believe teens used to be like that. Fast forward to The Last of Us 2, Ellie is an angsty
Hey, Doc, how you doing?
teen who's doing all the wrong things, making all the same mistakes that angsty teens did before the apocalypse. How? You learned already, and you said so in the first game, so how did you regress? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know, Phil. How is it that you say you're an honest person, yet you lie constantly? How is it you say you're fiscally responsible? You spend thousands of dollars on WWE champions. How is it that you regress through life?
Poor plot device, because Druckmann, who was fully in charge of the plot of The Last of Us 2 when he was not, he was the co-writer of The Last of Us 1, he decided that he wanted to put it in a different direction to push an agenda. His agenda was to try to get as many people talking about Last of Us 2 as possible through leftist writing and policies. He purposefully made the story very liberal.
I'm sorry, Doc.
So that way, if anyone could...
Ira, thank you for the 5. All his opinions are stolen. Even his criticisms on New Doom were common gripes, but he can't admit he's bad at the game, so he just steals arguments. Yeah. Even his politics show, everybody found the tweets that he was reading, and basically he went down into the comment section and just agreed with the most popular opinion. The man has no personality. He has no opinions of his own. He has no soul, really.
Sized his game, he could say that they were a bigot, that they were homophobic or transphobic, and that they were a villain to be basically derided and publicly called out. And that if you bought or played The Last of Us 2, you were sticking it to the online homophobic trolls, and you were basically doing the right thing for society. I wish that this was all fabricated in a joke, except this all was publicly said by him online on his Twitter account and other places. He was outright saying this stuff.
Oh, he took your hate comment and repurposed it for himself? No shit.
So what happened is there was this feel-good online movement of people who championed The Last of Us 2.
Yes,
The
Matthew,
games media,
he
which has
does
always
do
been
it with his
very,
own
very
detractors.
leftist and liberal, fully pushed Last of Us 2 as the best game of the generation.
Dude, he literally says that if you do anything with detractors, you're obviously stupid, right? If you do this, you bad. But if you support Phil, you're sticking it to the detractors. That you're showing him that you're showing them that he's liked and stuff like that. He literally is pulling what he's talking about and has no self-awareness.
Despite the fact that there really wasn't anything to back that up. Is the game good? Sure. It's got better gameplay mechanics, great world building and design, set design, great graphics, good audio design. But the pacing is absolutely atrocious. Killing off Joel at the beginning of the game is an awful idea. If anything, if that was going to happen, it should have happened at the end of the game. And the actual story is miserable torture porn. That's not a good story whatsoever. It's just not. It's one of the most poorly written, executed stories in history that disrespects people who liked the first game. Okay? So, after a whole year of controversy, the game-winning Game of the Year, because again, leftist journalists voting for their political agenda rather than the quality of the game.
Dude, get used to it. I don't know what else to tell you except, yeah, people are going to push agendas. It's going to... This game is how old again?
We thought that we were done with all of this until it was announced that The Last of Us would now be a TV show. And everyone collectively said either yay or oh, because here's the thing. If only The Last of Us 1 existed, and they announced that Last of Us was going to be a TV show, I think everyone would have been happy. Everyone would have been like, yeah, Last of Us is great. We can't wait. But knowing that after season 1, there was going to be a season 2 that likely was going to cover the plot of The Last of Us 2, everyone
Vaporware 336. Sorry, why is it that this guy can compel me to defend an obnoxious dweeb like Druckmann who peaked in 2004 to signing Jack 3? I want them both to lose so much. Yeah, what is that that thing again? The OSS, right? The oppositional defiance disorder. Yeah, he activates it within me. I'm like, I fucking hate Druckmann, yet at the same time I'm like, oh, Phil doesn't like Druckmann? Well, Druckmann's awesome. Not really, but you know. Thank you again, man, for the 5.
nervous.
I appreciate it.
Now, for those who did not see The Last of Us Season 1, a lot of it is shot-for-shot recreating of the game.
No,
and quite
it
frankly
is
and honestly,
not.
the shot-for-shot recreations are actually the best part of the series.
No, it's
Anytime
not.
That
No, it's really not. There are some really good parts of the series that were not shot-for-shot remakes. This is the dumbest fucking take.
it tries to replicate the great writing and stuff that happened in the first game, masterpiece level. But a lot of times, Season 1 tried to veer from that and do things differently. For example, there's an entire episode featuring the backstory of a supporting character that was part of one chapter of the game, of The Last of Us 1, but then this entire...
Was it actually a really good episode? Fuck you, fight me. I thought it was a really interesting way to run that character because they couldn't... There was no way you were going to let that character die in like a multi-thousand swarm attack, which is how he dies in the actual game, I think. And so they showed that they had correlation, and he was canonically gay anyway. Like, that was established in the game. It was just they ran with it, a little long, but whatever. It wasn't terrible. It showed some humanity. I could deal with it.
entire episode is about his backstory of falling in love with another man and having a homosexual romantic relationship.
He was a homosexual canon in the game. Look.
And it really has nothing to do with the plot of it at all. It's a huge departure from the plot of the show. And when the episode's over, you're like, well, that was a good story, but what does that have to do with anything? And then come to find out, absolutely nothing. It literally has nothing to do with anything. They just crammed it in there to have this agenda that, oh, you should watch more stories with homosexuals in it because they're normal people.
What the fuck?
Fine. But what does that have to do with The Last of Us? Nothing.
God damn it, Vaporware. That's pretty good.
Okay? In fact, they had another whole episode, I should say, that was based on the prequel DLC of The Last of Us. Now, this is the backstory of Ellie, where she had a romantic teen relationship with a young girl when she was also young and underage. So it's basically like a girl crush, right? So this is the story of how her and her friend basically got into trouble because her friend eventually gets bitten and becomes infected, and it's like this really tragic backstory of Ellie. And that's fine if it's told as like a DLC add-on, but again, it's not integral to the core story of The Last of Us 1. It's fine, but it should have been something as like an aside or a special story. It didn't have to be a whole episode of the first season.
But it was because they wanted to do it. You don't get to write the show, Phil.
So you could definitely see.
And yeah, Johnny Chase, I was going to say, did it not explain that Ellie was immune because Ellie also got bitten in that episode?
The changes that they were making. Now, all of a sudden, Joel's wife and daughter were black when in the original show they were white. Well, what's the point of that? None. It serves no purpose. There was no reason to make that change, but they decided to do it for the show.
What if they were the best actress for the job, Phil?
And there's all little subtle changes like that throughout season 1 that you're kind of like, what are they getting at here? I don't really understand, okay? But here's the thing. Still, season 1 was praised. Personally, I thought it was okay. Some parts I liked, some parts I disliked, but I thought it was overall just...
Let me guess, you didn't like the episode with the one dude who was gay. I'm willing to bet.
All right. But of course, the mainstream media, the journalists, they loved it. Best show ever, 10 out of 10.
It was a good show.
Its butt, especially because of its liberal themes.
Oh, God damn. Shut the fuck up, Phil.
So now The Last of Us 2 has now been out.
Bill, that's his name. That's right.
Okay? And much like the game, The Last of Us 2 starts off with a bait and switch, and then all of a sudden in episode 2, just like in Last of Us 2 the game, Joel is brutally murdered by Abby. Now, when this happened in the game, everyone rallied against it, said, what a bad choice. What an awful thing to do. Why on earth did they murder the most likable character that everyone enjoyed from the first game so early? And then as you continued to play the game and you saw the literal revenge torture porn storyline, you've realized...
Yeah, literally this as well, Brian A. All the stuff that's going on in the world right now, all the fucking elevated tensions, fucking borderline war, the stuff going on. We're going to talk about Last of Us 2 not doing well, and we're going to make it a full hour fucking segment. This is fucking weird.
Why? Because it was an agenda. Neil Druckmann didn't like Joel as a character. he wanted to push a different kind of agenda and story to try to get himself a name in the liberal circles. And it worked in the game. Again, this whole campaign of either you like the game or you're a bigot was actually prominent on the internet in 2020. People accused me of being a bigot because I criticized the plot and pacing of the game.
You are a bigot.
So, sadly, for a drugster, 2025 world reality is not the same as 2020. In the last 5 years, things have dramatically changed.
This smug son of a bitch, man. So, like, the energy he has right now with this, oh, poor him. He didn't know that this was going to change and it was going to have the pendulum swing backwards. But now here we are. And now he gets to, in his mind, he gets to act smug. He gets to basically say, haha, I told you so, even though he doesn't vote, right? He gets to basically act somehow superior, which is what he just blamed the left on, which was, oh, they have this campaign to act morally superior. Well, now he gets to, so he's gonna, and forget the fact that he criticized the left for that. He is the worst kind of person. Just cannot accept defeat with dignity, and just the worst type of quote unquote winner. And when he's winning, it's not even him that's doing any of the winning. He's the obnoxious 400-pound fan in the fucking NFL stadium that's like screaming at the player who can run a 40 in like 3.8 that he didn't run fast enough. Like, dude, you're 400 pounds, shut the fuck up. And then when they win the game, he's like, we won, we're the best. We? Who the fuck is we, man? You're a 400-pound man in the stand, shut the fuck up.
We have seen a cultural shift worldwide towards more conservative political beliefs and values. In the United States, our government has completely flipped, and now we have Donald Trump back in power, along with his Republican, cabinet and everyone in Congress, and it's all controlled by Republicans.
Notice that when it's the left in power, it's their cronies or their good old boys club, but now it's cabinet.
I'm the pinnacle of male fitness.
It's Trump and his it's Trump and his cabinet. It's their it's not Trump and his cronies. It's Trump and his cabinet. And I personally don't give two shits about either one. I thought that Biden would have been. Biden was a rock at that point. He was shaking hands with invisible people. So glad he got out of the race. And then I always thought that Kamala was a bit of a hypocrite based off her prosecutorial past. But anyway, Joshua Clown, thank you for the 5. A couple of weeks ago, he was calling his chat racist because they didn't like South of Midnight. I remember that. Ironic, isn't it? Yeah, but if you call him a bigot, that's terrible.
Because of that, we're now seeing a return to conservative ways of thought. Meaning, people don't want to hear that, the writing of season 1, the characters from season 1 don't matter because I got this story to tell you about Ellie and her love of another woman and how she's upset that Joel's dead and now she has to go on a crazy rant or rampage across the land. And, by the way, there's all these other themes that we're going to keep pushing. Basically, people don't want it.
Schrodinger's bigot,
5 years
exactly.
ago, that was what was popular. Today, it's not. Things have changed. If this show had released in 2020, probably it would have had mass appeal. But
no, it wouldn't have. No, absolutely not.
Now, The Last of Us Season 2 is being completely and utterly derided and destroyed.
Basically, vapor, yes.
And views have dropped off dramatically. Let's take a look. So first off, Naughty Dog is attempting to obviously advertise Last of Us Season 2 heavily every single week when a new episode comes out.
Oh my God.
Here's their post from 19 hours ago.
I can't
I really like
do
this
him.
Jesse guy. I hope he shows up again later in the show.
I can't do him on Twitter and shit. I just can't.
For me. Just showing how hilarious, prominent on the little exactly.
By the way, I want to say this was AI. I want to say somebody added this in AI.
Who is somehow one-handing a gun. Figure this one out.
Bitch, how do you think you're supposed to fire a pistol? Yeah, you're supposed to hold it with 2 hands, but anybody frame-wise can actually one-hand a fucking pistol. 45 doesn't matter. Unless you're shooting 500, okay? It's a fucking handgun. It is meant to be fired single-handedly.
How exactly she's doing that, because that's not even fucking possible.
Oh, God, this man pisses me off.
If in real life she was firing a real gun, the kick would probably reel her arm back and break it.
Oh my God.
Right? Her face.
No.
Look at her face. And by the way, it's a TV show. They easily could have picked the perfect shots, the perfect scenes. This is what they chose to go with in the show.
Dude, do I need to show all my pause game on point shit? Like, this frame is chosen intentionally, obviously.
Also, hilariously, one thing that everyone has pointed out about season 2. In season 1, Ellie was supposed to be a younger girl. In season 2, she's supposed to be grown up. Years later, she's bigger, right? She's a young adult. In the game, that's reflected. In the show, she's exactly the same. Because this actress, Bella Ramsey, apparently has a condition where basically her body isn't really growing, and so she still has the body of a child.
Wow.
So here we are in an arc where she's supposed to be a young adult / late teens, and she's supposed to be believably going around killing people, and she looks like a 5-year-old. So it's not believable at all. It looks awful. So the casting was basically atrocious. To actually pick her for this role made no sense. They should have researched her and realized she wasn't going to age like Ellie was supposed to age. Okay? So anyway, not only is she not believable...
Hold on, what am I looking at here? Oh, dear God, there's a fucking divot in his head.
As a protagonist mass killer, but people are pretty upset, saying that the show has become even more woke than the game. And of course, again, if this were 2020, no one would be saying anything. But it's 2025. People don't want woke anymore. You're 5 years
that
too
was
late.
If I was tired of talking to them and they were what we call a 220, kind of mental.
Movie side, thank you for the 220. Do us all a favor, Phil. Gargle some buckshot. In Minecraft? Or not? I have my personal thoughts. Anyway, yeah. I tell you what, Phil. If you would like to become rich, famous, and all that, kind of to the point of movie sign, I believe you ought to follow in a fine musician's steps, learn an instrument, try to get your fame that way. Kurt Cobain would be a good person to follow.
Late for this to work, and people are upset. We just keep reading. The show fucking sucks. Woke trash. Bring back Hennig because Neil sucks. For the wants her back because she apparently...
Okay, great.
Don't care. Instead, I'm playing the game again.
Don't care. Don't care.
I enjoyed both games. Ellie
Don't care.
Last of Us 2.
Don't care. Don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, his knowledge of guns is fucking terrible.
You scroll down, you're going to see critics, again, liberal leftist critics, gave the season 2 a 95%. However, people who are actively watching the show in season 2 and giving their own reviews have review bombed the show and said it is 41%.
Soul the Kaiju, thank you for the 5 says. Ever wonder if Phil just says buzzwords he reads on X? Also sent you a DM. Take the time to check it. Okay, hold on. What? Soul, we got help warriors. Oh, I was wondering if I could get you to help spread the word of my friends in charity work and ask if possible to have you donate 50 registry. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me copy this. Let me copy the text. So this is Soul. He's asking for if you, oh fuck, it's too long. Oh wait, that's with your message. That's why. Hold on. Let me get your message out of there. If I can. If I can stop being an idiot, which apparently no, I can't. Then me, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And it's for help warriors of memory fight Alzheimer's on the longest day. So I will put that out. I'll also pin it if you want to help out Soul with a donation. Let me go ahead and pin the message. This is for Soul. And so there you go, my dude. Absolutely. And then Ira with the 2 says, DSP tries at a firing range with a 500 Smith & Wesson. Yeah, that's really kind of what I want to see. And I want him to hold two-handed. I want him to hold it with 2 hands. And I want to see how well he does with it. Honestly, I think he's going to get failed to ejects on 9mm. I bet he would get failed to eject or failed to extract on 9mm because he limp wrists it.
Just look at the dichotomy here. Here's an official critic, right?
Dude, you made your point. You made your point. Why are you... Okay,
People were saying it was breaking records of viewership and all of that.
Okay, there. Okay? Get back to this. This is what I'm talking... Get back to just you. There.
For now, right? Was I not saying when Last of Us, season 1 came out, listen, this is good for now. But I guarantee you that when it's time for season 2, these things will happen. And not only that, but now we're out of the woke era. The woke era ended. We're now going back to the other direction in an extreme manner, by the way. It's not even like, oh, it's a little bit to that way. We're like extreme to the right now. So it's completely blowing up in their faces. And you want to know the funniest part about all of it?
I can't wait, but first of all, his opinions put me in this condition.
Oi, we ain't done yet!
I know this scene quite well. I'm more in this guy's corner right now. I kind of just want to spit at the back of Phil's head.
Neil Druckmann is silent. Neil Druckmann, who was so verbose and so, oh, you're a bigot if you don't like Last of Us 2 the game, is not saying anything
Yes,
about the
I know,
decline of
Ghost,
Last
I
of
know.
Us 2 the show, despite the fact that he's mainly primarily responsible for it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, fine.
This mustn't register on an emotional level. First, discombobulate. Dazed, discombobulate. Distract target. Discombobulate.
Okay, I see now. I get it now. Okay.
You'll attempt wild haymaker.
Discombobulate. Jesus fuck.
Discombobulate.
How many times is he gonna do it? Jesus fuck. All right, fair enough. I thought it was just I honestly thought it was just the scene at first. My bad. My apologies.
I think he realizes people don't put up with your bullshit anymore. No one's going to be, accepting you called a bigot because they don't like your show. Your show is fucking terrible, and your game was too. Your game had great moments that were good, and good things to it, good aspects, but they were fully overshadowed by your assholery and your liberal bullshit.
Okay, fuck the liberal bullshit on the end of it. And you don't make good content, but all of your content is overshadowed by your assholery.
So because of that, now, and this honestly, guys, is actually why I'm fucking fed up. You want to know why I'm really fed up by Neil Druckmann?
Because you're a cuck?
Yeah. The Last of Us Part 2, the game, had some of the best accessibility features of any video game ever made.
What?
The game had a revolutionary sonar system. And the sonar system allowed blind people to play the game fully.
What are we doing?
And this level of accessibility, since then, has never been copied, emulated, or reached. It seems like most major game developers kind of gave up, and they all have these standard checkboxes for basic accessibility. And then that's it.
Uh-huh.
And I don't understand why no one talks about this, because he force-fed the whole liberal agenda bullshit down
Objection, speculation, Your Honor.
Everyone's throat. Because he said if you don't like Last of Us 2, you're a bigot. It seems like accessibility has become an afterthought. I thought with Last of Us 2 being, oh, it's game of the year and all that, now every AAA game developer would be like, we need to have what Last of Us 2 has. We need to have that accessibility suite for all these different people who have different disabilities. So now everyone can play video games at the same level and everyone can enjoy them for what they're meant to be.
Why have you never brought this up ever before?
Works of art. Instead, it seems like because of what happened with Last of Us 2, most AAA developers are like, no thanks. We don't even want to touch that beehive, that hornet's nest. Instead, we'll just do the basic and just move on. We don't give a shit. And that is insanely sad. That is a disservice.
Okay, so where's your sonar system for, like, I don't know, explaining colors or where your hairline is? You know, people need to know, Phil. Blind people need to know where your hairline is and how greasy you are. Why don't you have accessibility feature? Like, what are you talking about? What is this?
To people who need those accessibility features and don't get them now. Because he had to make it all about his own personal agendas and horseshit, him getting over as some kind of a leftist pariah. Right? I'm going to push this liberal...
And how does this have anything to do with the fucking show?
...agenda to the masses. Everyone in gaming will love liberal. Well, guess what? No one does now. Every single game that has it is flopping and failing. Literally, in a row. They're all failing miserably. You got Dragon Age Veilguard with its fucking pulling a bar of bullshit. You've got Assassin's Creed Shadows with a black samurai protagonist. We can keep going. But the more that you push the liberal...
No, please do, because those are the only two things that you have in your fucking tank. So what else you got?
...agenda, the more you're failing in 2025. So now, sadly, it seems like accessibility has been associated with woke. And I don't think that's fair.
Well, Kit Kat, Only Ice Kit Kat brings up a great point. Wouldn't casting who they casted for Ellie be accessibility in like IRL?
At all. I think the people who need this accessibility don't give a shit. And they should deserve respect. And they should deserve attention. And now they're not getting it.
Your Honor, I object. What is the point here? Everything he's talking about calls for speculation and or is making conclusions where none exist.
I feel like we went 10 steps forward in 2020, and now we've gone 72 steps back because this idiot couldn't get over his own goddamn selfishness and ego. And
oh my God.
The funny...
Oh, hi there, Kettle. Name's Potts. Have we met?
Part about it is, Druckmann, you could tell with the way he behaved when Last of Us Part 1 came out. He thought for sure he was going to be accepted as the bridge of video games and TV. He was going to be the guy who everyone was going to want to be involved.
Well, we've got the guy here
with their projects and consult or direct their shows. Literally, Hollywood has rejected him. No one in Hollywood wants anything to do with this man. They see him for the egotistical jerk that he is. No one likes it. When he went to the red...
Oh my God, dude. Get the man a mirror. Somebody get this man a mirror.
Carpet to pose like most people do, and everyone rushes to take pictures. No one knew who he was, and no one cared. He just stood there like this, and everyone just kind of laughed at him.
Dude, you're sitting in a chair. You have, I don't know how many viewers at this point to it. Looks like 200 or 300. Doesn't matter. Everybody is laughing at you. Why are you going after this guy?
He's falling apart as a game developer. He was supposed to make a whole Last of Us multiplayer game and canceled the whole goddamn thing. Now his new game that he's trying to pump out also is being micro-analyzed and ripped apart for these leftist woke agendas.
Isn't that a bad thing? Didn't you say that just micro-analyzing for the sake of micro-analyzing is unfair, and that's why that's why life is unfair to you?
The guy doesn't even learn. He keeps going. You know what I'm saying?
I swear to God, if he mentions failing upward.
So the truth is, the writing was on the wall to begin with, but some people are just so up their own ass that they don't want to listen. And it's sad because
Darkside Random, thank you for the 5, says, I never thought I would be the one to say this, but Phil, please explain how your content respects your dense disability checks. I must know. Yeah. I think that's logic that you're using, Darkside Ranter, and as I think we've well established, we don't use logic here at DSP Space Gaming.
I feel like when you have someone like this in a position of power, someone who's given a lot of attention and money, because let's face it, he made a lot of money on the games, being the head of Naughty Dog.
Dude, it's you. This is the time. This is the time that you need to be saying it. He's just like me for real.
Right? He feels infallible. He feels like he's able to say and do whatever he wants. He can push whatever agenda.
I have received.
Meanwhile, he's sitting in a fucking...
Oh my God.
He wants, but he doesn't look at the people around him. He doesn't read the room. And because of that, here we are now in 2025. Naughty Dog is a shell of its former self. Things that once were successful are failing. And we've now taken a massive step back in games accessibility. And there's only one guy to look at and point the finger at and blame.
Broside, what is the entire life and career of Darkside Phil? Correct. I'll take assholes who don't realize they're talking about themselves for 1,000, Alex.
The drugster. I don't have a personal agenda against the guy. I just call it like it is. The guy fucked up so bad, he single-handedly injured the games industry. Why do you think that we had a pattern of games like Dragon Age Veilguard or Assassin's Creed Shadows? It's because they looked at Last of Us 2 and all said, I want a piece of that. If we jump into that fad, we too will be successful. And instead, we've now seen multiple high-priority, once successful AAA gaming franchises fizzle, fail, and flounder because they all wanted to copy the leftist agenda.
Are we done with accessibility critique now? Or now we're just on the left agenda? So we went from it's sad because of no accessibility to games bad because left agenda. Why?
Why are you doing this to me?
And now we're all suffering for it. We look at the games that are coming out and we're like, why do they all suck?
That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize!
Why can't we trust that a new game that comes out is good when it's from a tried and true studio? Because they all just chased the fad. They didn't even care. That's the saddest part about all of it. I just want to make this abundantly clear. No one who's making these games and inserting this leftist rhetoric into it cares about the rhetoric. I'm going to repeat myself.
Oh, dear God. Here we go. Yes,
None
it was
of
Torg.
them care about the rhetoric. They don't actually believe that this leftist rhetoric is good for society or good for us and we need to accept it. They're just trying to make...
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay and or puts words in the witness's mouth. Where is this person to testify on their own behalf?
Money. They think that it was hot. It was the big thing that Druckmann made mainstream, so we've got to push it. And we're going to make money doing it. That's why they did it. And now it's all flopped and failed. It's pathetic. It's sad. And all of us were saying it. And it's not because I'm not going to take credit, say it was me. It was everyone. There was a ton of people talking about this since 2020 to the point where people were like, we're tired of hearing about it. All right, fine. I'll stop talking about it then. And I did. But now all of that shit, as they say, what do they say? The chickens have come back to roost. It's
Jesus Christ.
It's all happening right now. It's going down live right in front of us. Society has rejected politics in games. We just want games. Now society is rejecting these politics in TV shows. We just want good TV shows.
Dude, do you understand that like politics makes up 90% of plot points? You know, oh, we want Star Wars. We don't want politics. Star Wars is literally a fucking like allegory to the Vietnam War or an allegory to wartime wartime events.
We're tired of all of your political agenda horseshit. Okay? I don't believe
BioShock says hi.
Bookworm says, no, I actually think that the game devs drink the Kool-Aid. I'm not going to say that some of them don't. I think all it takes...
Super Cartoonist, I would, however, after I get done with this, I am going to have to bail. I'm being contacted behind the scenes, correct? And I'm going to have to take care of some shit, so my bad.
Very simply, is to look at how some of these people post and the stuff that they're doing. I get what you're saying, but I don't think it's everyone. I fully believe that the people who are in power of these AAA studios...
Dissension, thank you for being a member of the Gym Rats for 2 months. Peppa Pigler doesn't want credit, but it'd be nice, guys. And since I don't want credit because I had to declare bankruptcy, correct? But since I had to declare bankruptcy and I don't want credit, I'll take cash. Literally something he would, well, not literally, figuratively something he would probably say.
The only reason you suddenly saw this sharp shift to this liberal leftist agenda is money. That's it. They saw Last of Us 2 get Game of the Year, and everyone say, oh, if you don't like it, you're a bigot. And they said, we got to do that. We got to get those sales. If we make woke games, people will say, hey, you got to buy our games or else you're a bigot. So everyone's going to be almost forcefully forced to buy them. And you want to talk about an ass-backwards way to make money? We're going to just do it because it's the easy way to do it and force people to do it rather than earn it by making a good product. And those are the people who are in charge of gaming today. Gee, I wonder why all these games suck.
And yeah, probably fucking management is making decisions that coders aren't making or story writers aren't making. That happens when something goes public because they want to try and work the market. I kind of get that where he's coming from, but overall just saying, oh yeah, all these people are like this, and if they make the game, they're like this. It's way too much of a fucking sweeping statement.
Right? Anyway, so that's that. I'd be very curious to actually see how The Last of Us Season 2 will end in the ratings. And I'm actually curious what's going to happen in regards to the show's third season. Because if in Season 2, only 4 to 5 episodes into it, 8
Oh no, I am no one. That slide is gone. That slide's been gone for like 6 months.
Episode season, they've lost half the viewership. And someone just made an interesting point. They said, are you aware that AEW Wrestling, which actually isn't even doing that well, is actually now getting more views than The Last of Us per episode? What the hell? That's insane to think of. The second to third fiddle wrestling promotion, right, is actually doing...
Fucking bullshit! 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 Son of a bitch! Bullshit, don't go again!
Well, that's accurate as fuck.
Better. How funny is that? Anyway, all right. Well, I think I've said enough of that. I'll be following the story if any new developments happen. Okay? Okay. We got a few shout outs to do.
And while I would be happy, hold up. And while I would be happy to do that, I unfortunately, yet again, thanks to this job, I've actually posted this out in my Discord, which, by the way, Discord's in the description if you want to click it and join it and say hi. That'd be cool. But behind the scenes stuff I got to get doing before I actually get some sleep at some point, because I've been up since fucking 10 p.m. I think, something like that. Anyway, and I've got another day of work tomorrow, you guys, so I do have to call it and handle some shit. So I do apologize for making it kind of a shorter one. There was another video that I did want to get to. Not going to get to it today. Maybe I can make a video about it later. I do apologize. But while I still have you guys, I can see who is streaming right now. And I believe, why, yes, for the first time and I think ever, I get to send you to King Chad. So here's the deal. As soon as you get there, I see 216 concurrent viewers. If he doesn't get 100 likes, I'm going to be very upset. Dude needs his 100 likes, goddammit. So just, yeah. That's how, yeah, it's not very robust or meaningful, correct? So, yeah, get it? Okay, but how many of you are socks? That's a very fair question. Very, very fair. So, guys, I do apologize for having to cut this one so short and not getting to the last video. I do appreciate you guys being patient with me in that regard. Should be here Friday. Not sure what I'll be covering. Maybe I'll be covering fucking This Is How You Don't Play World of Warcraft, because I watched about 5 minutes of that and went, oh my god, this cannot be real. But who knows? I have no idea what I'm covering yet. We'll see. But until next time, guys, swallows the goal for a Joel. Lift heavy, eat clean. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Don't be like Phil. Never be like Phil. And until next time, guys.